no question. But, man, Tyquan Lewis just going after it. He was blocked by everyone and their mother's sister. He didn't care. He kept going. And no question about it that Dak Prescott held it too long. But that maybe is a function of pretty good coverage. Then I got to go, and I put a video up of Mo Alley-Cox. Mo Alley-Cox was unfreaking believable blocking in this game. Mo Alley-Cox was on the touchdown of Marlon Mack on third down when the Colts looked like, man, they may get stopped here. The pass was a little bit high on second down to T.Y. Hilton, right corner of the end zone. Marlon Mack on third down scores a touchdown. Marlon Mack was going to get hit behind the line. I'll retweet it for those of you that didn't get a chance to see it. Marlon Mack was going to get hit behind the line. All of a sudden, based on scheme, Mo Alley-Cox comes from the right to the left, and I mean just drills the defender. And it opens up a hole, or let me put it to you this way. It allows Marlon Mack to get to the hole. That's the fun stuff of watching this football team. We have a football team that is well coached and executes and is in fun, fearless team. That's fun. You know that's fun. We all know that's fun. It's one thing to win on throwing the ball deep. Colts had, I think, one play over 15. No. Cowboys had one play over 15 yards. Colts had a bunch. But this, as Jeff Saturday said, I believe, on the show earlier here today, and also on Mike and Mike, or whatever the hell that show's name is called, they kept smacking, and didn't stop smacking frickin' the Dallas Cowboys in the mouth the entire game. And that Mo Alley-Cox block absolutely stood the defender up and allowed the Colts to not walk in. It was a tough run. But, man, was that fun. Man, was that good stuff. And then you walk over and you watch the Pacers, and they're doing the same thing. I got to tell you, man, what's the hip cat's name? Take that for data. The guy that coaches the Knicks, he stinks. Like, I'm watching him, and I'm like, there's not an NBA guy would ever play. And he's got fake glasses. He wears fake glasses. We got to get Frank Isola on. I'll get his info. We'll get him on later on this week. Writes for the New York Daily News. This dude has – I'm watching Nate McMillan be a professional coach, and I'm watching – what is it? Take that for data. Data this, Mother Hubbard. That dude don't know whether a basketball is stuffed, blown up, inflated, leather, or rubber. And the Pacers, it was just a matter of time before the Pacers. And you know what? I text both general managers after, and I got the same damn text back from both. Like, I saw Kevin Pritchard after the game, talked to him for a minute, sent him a text, said, man, is your team fun to watch? Holy hell, have you done a good job? He sends me a text back, man, Nate's doing a great job. It's texting with Ballard a little bit. Finally, at the end, I'm like, dude, your team is just so much fun to watch. It's just so much fun to watch. His text back, coaches are doing a great job. That's what I like. That's what I like about this. You know what? The beauty of winning and watching these two teams is nobody really wants credit. Nobody really does. They're just out there balling, man. They're just out there playing. Eberflus has been the perfect addition, a guy from Toledo, Whitmer. He grew up with Lee. How about that? Lee and Lee's ex-husband, Jim. They all grew up together in the same neighborhood. They're all boys to this day. That's the kind of guy Eberflus is, the Shaw boys and the Eberflus boys. It's awesome. It's great stuff. It's fantastic. Thanks to Eddie White for getting us ducats, man. Crowd was great. Fans were great. A lot of Cowboy fans in the crowd, but, I mean, a lot of whining, bitching, and moaning, which is what the Cowboys do. They just got their ass beat. New York, the Knicks have no chance. I feel bad. Like, if I'm Tim Hardaway Jr., I got two choices. One, I can continue scoring buckets. Or two, you know what? I can get the hell out of here. I mean, playing for David Fizdale. Oh, take that for data. Oh, okay. Somehow this guy's an arrogant batch, and I don't understand. That dude don't know nothing. You can see on the side, his head's down. He's trying to call. Like he's above all this. What that guy ever win? Man, that was easy pickings yesterday. Knicks are easy pickings. But the Pacers are good, and Thad Young's going to – Thad Young's a man. Thad Young is a man. Thad Young is the best player in the NBA that will not be even considered for the All-Star game. I'm telling you. He's the best player in the NBA that won't be considered. He has had more impact. When you watch the Pacers, that man guards every position. That man rebounds. That man drives. That man, you name it, he does it. I am telling you, this is going to be it's fun. I just hope like hell the Colts can get in the playoffs. I mean, I just hope like hell, because right now they're not, and the frickin' Patriots appear to be, imploding. What are you doing? You can't beat what? Ben Roethlisberger? Come on. Come on. Hey, by the way, we are on Facebook or YouTube, youtube.com. Check out or search 1070 The Fan. It's a great day, man. It's so much fun when these teams are good. It's so much more fun when the sun is shining and there's no wind, and it's so much fun when these teams are good and fun to watch. It is. It is so much fun, and I hope you all had a great day yesterday. I do. Man, there was a buzz in that place yesterday early, though, talking about Lucas Oil. There was a buzz, and a lot of it was created by the Cowboy fans, and good for them. Good for them. Hey, who cares? Hey, y'all came out nice. Nice. But you got your ass whipped. It's just the way culture good. I mean, culture good. I remember when the locals were telling you how bad they were going to be. Doyle writing columns, guys writing. It's like, wait a second here. I seen esprit de corps. What is esprit? Yes, I got you. Yes, esprit de corps was my word. Yes, it is. It's my word. It's not Lee's word. It's not my brother's. It's not my word. And, oh, yeah, I must absolutely rip myself coming, Jerome. I got to rip myself for the Philadelphia game. Pacers kicked ass in that game. And I said if the Pacers are a real team, they'll go in and win that game, but it wasn't going to happen. Honest to God, I did not think they would. They are a real team. I want to be a real boy. They're a real team, people. They're a force to be reckoned with. I don't like anybody in the East. What the hell is there to like in the East? Pacers play fast. They're organized on offense. They guard. Man, did they get into the Knicks a few times. Dan, I believe if the Colts get in the playoffs, no one will want to face them. Yeah, that's just media crap. That's just local media crap. No one will want to face them. They can't evaluate why. Why? Local media nonsense. It doesn't mean anything. No, everybody will be happy to play him. Whoever plays him will be happy to play him. Of course. They'll be very happy because they're in the playoffs. Why? Why? Because they're in the playoffs. Everybody wants to be in the playoffs. I mean, what are you talking about? You think somebody no good's going to be in the playoffs? I mean, you'd rather be at home? Stop with that. That's just Doyle and Holder. That's just local stuff. Let's be bigger, broader than that. I mean, honest to God. We don't want to play. We'd rather not play. Don't be This is a different show. Don't be these other guys. Don't be the guy. What was the guy? Tony mad because what's-his-face wore a shirt? Don't be those guys. Don't be these guys. Come on. Don't be these guys. Do not be these guys. Don't be the guys that regurgitate the local nonsense. We got to be broader thinking. If you're going to play the Colts, you're not scared of the Colts. You don't sit there nationally and go, oh, man, hey, look. You know what? I'm afraid of the Colts. Yeah, they're 8-6. No, you're not. Nobody. You're happy. You're enthused. Why? Because you get to play the Colts. Look, because you get to play. You know, you want to play. Anyone want to face the red-hot Colts in the preseason? Nope, I didn't think so. Local media stupidity by Kravitz. What do you mean, nope, didn't think so? Because you say so? That's just local media stupid. Let's be above that. Honest to God. Let's be above that. Who cares about what jersey? Who cares about, they don't want to play us? I didn't think so. Why? Because Bob Kravitz says it? No. It's just these guys, man. That's why we have a show here, because listen to the headline. Anybody want to play Colts? Nope, didn't think so. Oh, okay. Well, golly, if you say so, then geez, they must not, because, you know, it's dumb. Everybody wants to play the Colts because everybody that plays the Colts is in the damn playoffs. Period. That's it. I mean, it's that simple. Sorry, it is. It's literally that simple. And even though the Colts may be great in our world, not everybody's sitting around going, hey, man, God dang, they're great. No, they're 8-6. Playing well. Playing well. Playing well. I mean, they are. Hey, Dan, I was hungover as hell yesterday and still had fun wrapped up in a Snuggie watching Colts football. There you go. You look like Snuggie guy. You go. Get yourself a Snuggie. Of course, the other team would love to play the lowest. You know what I mean? Right. Right. I mean, look, if the Colts get in the playoffs, which it sucks that you can't get anything out of the Patriots, even when you need something out of the damn Patriots. You can't get nothing out of it. You can't. You can't. You want one freaking time. Can we please get something out of the Patriots that's helpful? And the answer is not this time. No. Indiana, you know, let's be honest, that was an absolutely god-awful last play. I've told you about the coaching of this team. Defensively, it's fine. You know, but the team that had the ball last won the game. And I thought it was such a fun game to watch. I thought sitting on my couch, actually I had a bunch of work to do. It was so much fun. Indiana happened to have, and Robert Finney, he's joining tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Kyle. He's joining tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And at 1 o'clock, we'll have Robert Finney on. The other guy, your guy, Doyle's guy, he's a shoe guy. He's just a shoe guy, Romeo Langford. Romeo Langford needs to not be Eric Gordon. Like, Eric Gordon came to play basketball to Indiana for a year, and now you can tell Eric misses it because he's always tweeting about the traditions and history of Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon gave nothing outside of just being on the basketball team for a year. Played hard, did all that stuff. He didn't give any. He didn't try to give any leadership. He didn't do anything. And that's where I see Romeo Langford, and it's not helping. I mean, the truth of the matter is, Romeo Langford's a shoe guy right now. He just kind of plays. Yeah, he gets a bucket or two. Yeah, he does that. Yeah, okay, great. But he needs to be a guy that absolutely goes after it if Indiana's going to be really good. Beat Butler, who played really well, and McDermott, kudos to him, and Baldwin. They're a nice team. But that play at the end was garbage. You don't try to get the ball. If you're trying to get the ball to freaking a perimeter guy, you don't give it to somebody else and give it to him. You don't. You get the ball to the guy, and if you're clear it out, that's it. So Finney bailed him out. Indiana's going to touch the top 10 this year. I think I will do this before the end of the year. I think we're still right in our predictions. But damn, that was a fun game. Purdue got a lot of work to do. Purdue got a lot of work to do. Purdue, and they may not have enough. The big kid that scored a bunch of buckets, I said on the earlier show today, he'd be all right. But he had a game. You know, everybody was talking about Aaron Wheeler, and this again, if you haven't been in the locker room, it's hard to know, but Aaron Wheeler's fine. But Purdue got a long way to go. Probably the best that Notre Dame has played maybe in the first half all year. Now, is that a function of Purdue? I don't know. I really don't. I don't. But I do know that Purdue doesn't have enough guys. And the truth of the matter is, when you really watch Purdue, Edwards didn't make anybody better, and it's so hard for him. It is so hard because he's asked to score it at a high level, make everybody better, defend, do everything you want. It's just hard. So good win for Notre Dame, great win for Indiana, and away we go. Really great week. I hope you had a blast this week. I hope you had as much fun this weekend as I had so much freaking fun this weekend, and I hope you did too. And the sun is out today. The sun's going to be out tomorrow. We're going to talk to Don Fisher coming up here in a minute. Are you kidding me? Thad Young at 1 o'clock. Your phone calls all morning. The Colts were freaking awesome. Tyquan Lewis back in business. Autry. Is Autry? I don't know. Is Autry maybe all pro? He blocked the ball with his armpit. He blocked a field goal with his armpit. We'll come back with Fish, talk about IU basketball. It's a fun day, man. Hope you all had a blast. Let me know how your weekend was. 317-239-1070. You can check us out, youtube.com. There's a chat thing there, so if you hate me, whatever you want to do. I got booed in a bar yesterday by a guy that literally looks like a guy that would boo you in a bar. Just a little weenie dude. It was almost to the point where, man, do I just go squash him? Everybody else was really cool. But little weenie dude, I ain't even mad about it. Had too great a day. Hope everybody had a great day as well. We are talking football. We are talking Colts. We are talking IU basketball. 317-239-1070. We're talking to Thad Young at 1 and Don Fisher when we come back.
With the VA loan program, you can cash out 100% of your home's value to pay off credit cards. Hero.loan. That's hero.loan. The only way to VA.
Wedding bells are ringing.
Wedding bells? Don't you mean silver bells?
I mean wedding bells. The holidays are the perfect time to get engaged. In fact, the most popular time of the year to get engaged is right around the corner.
Oh, that's right. Of course it is. This holiday season, shop Reese Nichols Jewelers for the most beautiful selection of engagement rings. Whether you're looking for a classic oval cut solitaire, an eye-catching halo style, or a ring made with rose or yellow gold, there are rings for every type of future bride.
Come see Reese Nichols' very own collection of engagement rings, designed and created from start to finish right inside our store. You won't find these rings anywhere else or at a better value because they're made right here.
Shop Reese Nichols for your engagement ring this holiday.
Keystone at the Crossing, in Greenwood, and at ReeseNichols.com. Reese Nichols, the ultimate gift under the tree.
Holidays are all about spending time with your families. Tom Roush Mitsubishi in Westfield is a family business. Okay, so what? Well, in their family, as it is with yours, the last name is way more important than their first because it represents the folks who worked hard to get the Roush name where they are today. They want to invite you into Tom Roush Mitsubishi this holiday season to spend time with their family.
Hi, this is Jeff Roush for Tom Roush Mitsubishi, and I picked out a deal or two that I'm sure will catch somebody's eye in your family.
Get $5,000 off the 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander and Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. $5,000 off the 2018 Eclipse Cross or 0% for 72 months. Take advantage of a $5,836 tax credit with the 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid electric vehicle and $4,500 off.
Come visit our Tom Roush Mitsubishi family in Westfield or online at TomRoushMitsubishi.com. At either place, we're the pussycat on price.
Look at that guy.
Who is he?
Don't know. Would like to.
When you've got Hims, you've got confidence. No more worries about your performance because Hims helps you connect with doctors online and makes it easy to get a prescription for a medication that treats ED. The same active ingredient as that little blue pill.
I don't know.
There's something about him.
Hims can ship your prescription right to your door at affordable prices. And right now, when you go to 4hims.com/cool, you can get a consult with a real doctor who can prescribe you a month's supply for just $5. With Hims, you can have access to the treatment you need and all the confidence in the world.
Is this seat taken?
Take it.
Stop worrying about ED. And now get a month's supply for just $5 through Hims. To learn more about getting your first order for $5, go to 4hims.com/cool. That's 4hims.com/cool. 4hims.com/COOL.
All right, here you go. GetQuip.com. I'm telling you, it's the best toothbrush you'll ever have and a perfect stocking stuffer. It's only $25. And if you go right now to GetQuip.com/thefan, you get 20% off any orders over $65. Reason I love Quip, and they have 5,000 verified 5-stars reviews. It looks like a big-ticket tech gift. But again, stocking stuffer price is just $25. Today you can get 20% off. GetQuip.com/thefan. That's all you have to do. It's a premium toothbrush. It lasts and re-gifts itself. Here's what I mean by that. Quip is a gift that keeps refreshing. Brush heads automatically delivered on a dentist-recommended schedule every 3 months for just $5. You can even get gift prepaid refills for a year. I'm telling you, it makes you feel like your teeth have been cleaned by a dentist. It has these nice soft pulses. It's not rough. It's not harsh. It is nice, actually. And every 30 seconds, it beeps to remind you to change sides. It is fantastic. It's the best brush I ever had. I will never go back to a regular toothbrush. Get 20% off orders, $65 or more at getquip.com/thefan. Right now, it's a perfect holiday gift.
If you have frequent heartburn, take control of it with Prilosec OTC instead of stashing antacids everywhere, like in your junk drawer, buried under old batteries and hotel pens, or in your purse, hiding in the one pocket you won't check. You even have antacids on your nightstand, which are very hard to see in the dark. It's time you stopped stashing antacids and started taking Prilosec OTC. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn.
It's possible with Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days, not for immediate relief.
Hey, this is Jeff Saturday for More Restoration. Chances are you or someone you know have already experienced a disaster at home or at work. A fire or flood is never something you plan on happening, but if it does, you need to know what to do and how to protect your damaged property. More Restoration is the only name you need to know when a property loss occurs. Let More Restoration help you get your property back to normal with their second-to-none, industry-leading emergency response team. Call the only number I call. Call More Restoration Disaster Cleanup and tell them Jeff Saturday sent you.
Firehouse Subs was founded by firemen, and they've seen to it that every sub can make a difference. Try the famous hook and ladder with smoked turkey breast, Virginia honey ham, and melted provolone. One bite, and you will be hooked.
Looking for the latest updates about the Indianapolis Colts? Then Kevin's got you covered. Check out Kevin's Corner at 1070thefan.com. The latest Colts news brought to you by Great Clips.
The Pacers enter the holiday season capable of beating any team in the league.
The Pacers are going to win this one.
Battling through injuries hasn't stopped them, and their confidence is only growing. Now the Blue and Gold enter the crucial part of the season where they can have great success chasing down the best teams in the Eastern Conference. Next up, the struggling Cavs are in town to take on the Pacers. Tuesday night at 6:30 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. Your home for Pacers basketball. It's Monday. It's 12:30. It's Fish, the voice of the Hoosiers. Don Fisher joining the Dan Dockett Show.
Fishy, what a great environment. What a great outcome. Robert Finney for president, Fish. Made everybody's Christmas, at least in the Miller family, happy, man. Right? I mean, what the hell?
Well, it was a terrific ball game in many respects. It wasn't the most artistic from Indiana's perspective. Certainly too many turnovers in the first half. And obviously Butler did a great job in this ball game defensively against IU, taking away some of Indiana's critical factors. But they couldn't do anything about Juwan Morgan, who was absolutely special again this year. as I said during the broadcast, I think the Pacers ought to take a really hard look at him in the NBA draft next year, because if they do nothing else with him, just play him in home games and make his life, because he'll go nuts.
Fish, 2 years in a row, Notre Dame last year, Butler this year. You know, when somebody said, you know, when he's hitting threes, he's unguardable. And I kind of believe that. I think he's the best one-on-one. He and Hap. Hap is right there with him because Hap's very good at it as well. But those two guys, in my opinion, have separated themselves. It started last year as the best one-on-one offensive players in the league. If you don't double, he kills you, man. He's death.
Yeah, there's no question. And I think teams are really fearful of doubling him because you've got a couple other guys out there that could really hurt you. Obviously, Romy in a long, long time. And Butler's decided not to double because they didn't want him to kill him. So they do have a couple of factors there that can really make things difficult for coaches in deciding what they want to do with them. But if they're playing at Baker's Life, I think I'd have to double Juwan.
Dude was only 12 for 14. I mean, that's Bill Walton in 1973 championship game. 4 for 6 from threes, made all his own free throws, had 35. Langford with 13. All right, Fish. I don't think Butler's great. I think Butler played really well. I think Indiana. It was a Fish sitting on my backside. It was just a fun game, man. It was a fun game. That's bottom line on it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I thought Butler played exceptionally well in this ball game, and I'm not saying they can't play better. I'm just simply saying I thought they played really, really well in this contest. And again, they took away some things that Indiana wanted to do. That's part of being a good coach and a good program and understanding what you're supposed to do out there against the team that you're playing against. And so I give them all the credit in the world because I thought they played a terrific game. And if you were Bob Knight coaching this Indiana basketball team, and this game went as it had, you could bet money that Bob Knight would have said in the post game, they deserve to win the game.
Right,
Not
right,
us.
right. And I don't know if that's necessarily true. I mean, I'm not saying he's wrong. I would be wrong, but I know he would do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure that's true.
No, I'm not either, because I thought Indiana did the things they had to do in the late stages of that ball game. And in fact, they came back twice. They were down 11 in the first half, made it a 4-point game at halftime, and then got down 10, I think early on in the second half, 9 another time. But Indiana really didn't take a lead again for the fourth straight ball game until late in the contest. And to me, that shows growth as a team or maturation as a team. I think there's no question this team has figured out ways to get it done. And without that, got to have a little luck in there thrown in, because let's face it, if you didn't have that, you probably wouldn't win a national championship. I go back to the 76 team that went undefeated in 2 ball games that year. They had tip-ins that tied the ball game before going into overtime.
Right. No question about it. Right. Michigan, Kansas was in there. I mean, hell, you know, everybody, I said this earlier, Fish, everybody makes Coach Knight out to be a genius because he didn't take a timeout, but a falling left out of bounds jump shot isn't exactly the, you know, with Alford standing out there, right? I mean, I'm not sure that's, you know, no question.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have a little bit of everything going for you in a ball game like that. And the good news is Indiana had just enough, and Robert Phinisey's shot was just absolutely special. And it came because Indiana had run a play that they were trying to play at the end of the ball game that didn't execute. They didn't get it done, and they ended up having to basically find a way to get somebody a shot. And Devontae Green hit Robert Phinisey, and he was open, and he took a 30-footer, and it went in. So you got to give him credit. They found a way to get it done.
Yeah, Phinisey. You know what you got to give Phinisey credit for? In an era where so many guys want to look cool on that shot, shoot it, put their hands behind their, whatever, he stayed with his stroke. And the video of him leaning forward and following through and just shooting it like a jump shot, that's a lot of poise, Fish, for a kid that – let's be honest, man. He's been special so far this year as a freshman. Phinisey has.
No, I think he has been too. I think he's been a major reason why this Indiana basketball team has 9 wins on its schedule at this point. And I say that not to disparage Romeo or Juwan or anybody else. I'm just sitting here telling you that this guy has been absolutely terrific in the way he has run this program, run the team on the floor as a point guard, understanding his role, being confident in it. And I've seen tremendous growth in that confidence factor, Doc, since the Duke game. I mean, he's been a different player since the Duke game because at the Duke game, he did not show that confidence. He did not show that calmness. He was frazzled out there and played like it and didn't play nearly as many minutes as he normally would simply because of that. But since that ball game, he's been money. Just that simple.
Yeah, really. I mean, and it's a better team with him on. It's a much better team with him running the point, in my opinion. I mean, I don't think it's close. I do.
Well, and here's the other thing, Doc. You know, the one thing I will say, I thought Devontae Green's 21 minutes in this ball game was also a critical factor because Devontae's biggest issue has always been he's got all those skills. He's got great quickness, great talent. He's got all those things going for him. In this game, he had 5 assists and 1 turnover. That to me means more about his performance in this game than if he had knocked in 20 points. I just think he can do so many things to help this team if he just plays the way he can play under control. And sometimes he just gets away from that.
You know, I want to go back to Juwan Morgan, Fish, because, you know, Juwan, in an era where guys are leaving or guys decide that they should be gone, whether or not it works out, they just know it's time. I love the fact that Juwan Morgan kind of likes college, and even though he wasn't going to get drafted, went through the process, learned, and came back, and he's going to end up, you know, Fish, I don't know where he's going to end up in all the record books. Hell, he may get hurt tomorrow. I don't know, but I know this. Yeah. If he stays healthy, he's going to end up being an all-time great. That's why I look at it.
I don't think there's any question. He's an undersized post, but he plays the post position like he's bigger than he is. He plays very well defensively in the post. He does a tremendous job, or he has done a tremendous job of improving his outside shot. But he doesn't. But he's got so many moves inside, and he's so smart and crafty with the way he goes about his business against bigger guys that they can't stop him. And to me, that tells you how important he is, not only to this basketball team, but how I don't know what the word is, to be honest with you, because he just does things in such an intelligent way that there's almost no way a team can get him and keep him under control if, in fact, they're not double teaming.
Yeah, I mean,
that simple.
Yeah, I remember last year the Ohio State game. You know, Andrew turns it over and they got the ball, and I'm like, crap. As soon as he got the ball on the block, you know, I'm rooting for Ohio State, obviously, my son, and I'm like, it's a bucket, you know, because I swear to God, him and Hap, once they get it, it's going to be a matter of whether or not they miss the shot, because they're not taking the shot away from those. 2.5 points as a freshman. You know, 7 as a sophomore, 16 last year, and now he's, you know, I don't know where he's going to end up, but whatever it is, it's going to be great because he's just, I'm so happy for that kid. I really am.
I am too. And he is such a great young man. I know you've talked to him, Doc. He comes from a military family. He grew up in Waynesville, Missouri. He's just a down-home type kid. He's not full of himself. He's just a class act all the way around.
Yeah, and you know what, Fish? My daughter met him and OG. They lived in the same dorm, and they're like, Dad, these are 2 of the nicest guys. Like, they're just good dudes, right? Their girlfriends were nice. You know, I think they both had girlfriends there or whatever. And she's like, man, the girlfriends are great. The guys are nice. It's awesome. That's just so much fun to see in my world.
It is. And your world's my world, Doc.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of fun to see.
Yeah.
It's great to see young people who are leaders, who do things the right way, understand that they're not above everybody else, that they're just with everybody else, so to speak. But at the same time, they lead by example. And in this case, Juwan has become more of a verbal leader the last 2 years as well. And, of course, last year they needed him to be that, and I think he was. I think he stabilized that team. Without Juwan Morgan last year, that team would have been a 10 and 20 type ball club. They just wouldn't have been anywhere close where they were. And if they could have shot the basketball, of course, with him, they would have been a team that won 6 or 7 more games in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, right. That's exactly. Yeah. There's always that other side, Fish. You know, the one thing that I like about him, he is engrossed in Indiana. He could have, like a lot of guys do. I got my degree. I'm gonna go. I just it's time to move on. And then they're always whining, bitching, and moaning that they want to be back in college, because everybody wants to be back in college, Fish.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
if you go to college, or if you went to college for a couple of years and then went to the NBA, I bet you if you went back and talked to more than half of these guys, and some of them, of course, college wasn't meant to be for them anyway. They were there to play basketball, and that was it. But if they actually involved themselves in the college life, if you went back and talked to a lot of these guys that commit early and go through just one and done and all that kind of thing, and if they didn't get ingrained in college life, then obviously it doesn't mean anything to them. But if they did, I would say that most of them would say, yeah, I would have loved to spend 2 more years in college or 3 more years, whatever the case may be.
I agree. No, I totally agree. Fish, Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Doc. Thanks for having me. Merry Christmas to you, too.
Thanks, buddy. There you go, Don Fisher. He's absolutely right. Now what you got to do is, it's Four Winds Lakeside in Emory and Holland. What you got to do is you got to get the shoe guy, because Romeo Langford's playing like a shoe guy. Tonight, Inside Indiana Basketball, 7:05. Thad Young coming up. I'll explain what a shoe guy is. A lot of you ask, but I want to talk Colts when we come back. It's amazing the excuses fans make. I try to tell you what coaches are saying, but, man, Cowboy fans, the whining, it's all right. I mean, it's all right if you're a fan to say our team got smacked in the mouth. We got beat up and we quit. That's what the coaches are saying. That's what the players are saying. It's all right for fanboy to say it. We'll be back.
Hi, this is Matt Taylor, radio voice of the Indianapolis Colts. We are proud to partner with the Indiana Blood Center to help raise awareness of the importance of blood donation and do our part to help boost the blood supply and give back to our community. Every 2 seconds, someone needs blood. That person could be a friend, family member, neighbor, or even you. In order to maintain a safe and healthy blood supply for patients in hospitals across the state, Indiana Blood Center needs to see 550 donors every single day. Unfortunately, when the weather gets cooler, donations usually decrease, even though the need does not. That's why the Colts are once again partnering with the Indiana Blood Center to encourage our fans to raise their sleeves and give the gift of life to those in need. I encourage you to make an appointment to donate blood at your nearest donor center or mobile blood drive. To schedule your appointment, visit versity.org/Indiana Blood. That's VERSITI.org/Indiana Blood. On behalf of the entire Indianapolis Colts organization, I thank you for saving lives in our communities.
Hey, this time of year, you're spending a lot of money using that card all the time. It's JMV for Forum Credit Union. How can you save this time of year? Well, get with Forum Credit Union and my friend Trevor Green. Smart ways to help pay for those extra holiday spending needs. Always genius, always original. It's Forum Credit Union. Ask for Trevor Green. Slide by a branch location today, or for more information, it is incredibly easy. Online, forumcu.com to ask for a personal loan option today.
Hey, Pete the Planner here, with a gift idea that'll brighten your kid's future. Indiana's College Choice 529 Direct Savings Plan, a tax-advantaged way to save. Earnings can grow tax-free when used for qualified expenses at any eligible post-secondary school, including tuition and fees and books, computers, or even room and board. Plus, contributing to a College Choice 529 plan account can earn Indiana residents a 20% state tax credit of up to $1,000 a year. And your kids might be able to pursue their goals with fewer student loans. Now that's a gift that will pay off for years to come. Make your College Choice 529 contributions by December 31st. To learn more and enroll, visit collegechoicedirect.com.
Non-qualified withdrawals may be subject to federal and state taxes and penalties. Benefits are subject to eligibility requirements. Read the disclosure statement carefully before investing.
Love is a powerful word. We use it for the most important things in our life. I love my wife. I love my kids. I love my dogs. And I really love that Ford GT. So when I heard someone the other day say they love their furnace, wow, I'm thinking that's my kind of guy or girl. Well, there are a bunch of us furnace lovers here at Howald Heating, too. No, we're not nuts. We just have a hankering for Carrier gas furnaces. When you turn to the experts at Howald Heating, you'll hear us talk about variable speed blowers, multi-stage gas valves reaching efficiencies of 98%. Howald Heating and Carrier. Love at first sight.
Chronic headaches, constant sinus infections, pain and pressure. The fatigue was overwhelming.
That's Karen. She suffered for years with chronic sinus infections. She'd go to urgent care, see her doctor.
And we would do the same thing. Steroids, antibiotics, nasal sprays.
Now, her issues are gone. How? A minimally invasive procedure done in the office of Indianapolis Sinus Center called balloon sinuplasty.
Now my sinus cavities are open. You can breathe on a constant basis and not get sinus infections. I don't get headaches anymore. I don't take naps anymore. I'm like, oh, this is miraculous.
Do you suffer with chronic sinus infections, facial pain, pressure? Is it difficult to breathe through your nose? Find out if balloon sinuplasty is the solution for you. Set an appointment today with the Indianapolis Sinus Center. Call 317-528-9650. 317-528-9650. That's 317-528-9650.
Geico is looking for people with a passion for helping others. As an emergency roadside service representative, you assist our policyholders by dispatching help when they have problems with their vehicles. Great benefits, paid training. Visit geico.job/Indy to apply. If you're the type of person that naturally puts people at ease, then a career as a Geico claims representative might be perfect for you. You receive paid training and amazing benefits. Visit geico.job/Indy to apply.
A kiss under the mistletoe, decorating the tree, leaving milk and cookies for Santa. We love our holiday traditions. They bring family and friends together for celebrations that provide fond memories all year long. Indiana's dairy farm families take pride in knowing that their nutritious, delicious products, including milk, cheese, yogurt, and ice cream, make your holiday table all the more festive and memorable.
Happy holidays from Indiana's dairy farm families, delivering for you every single day.
Baptist Heating and Air wants to thank you for your business this last year and asks you to remember Jesus, our Savior, during the Christmas holiday and have a blessed and happy New Year. If you think that we can be a help keeping your family comfortable, don't hesitate to call us at 317-782-1900.
For all your heating and cooling needs throughout the year, call Baptist Heating and Air at 317-782-1900. Baptist is your trusted local independent American Standard dealer.
Searching for a romantic gift for that special someone? Lover's Lane has the best selection of romantic gifts for this holiday season. Find a store or shop online at loverslane.com.
Hey, Dan Doggett here for Hubler Chevrolet. Let's do it. Let's go to Hubler Chevrolet. Buy your wife a brand new Chevy. What? That's a hell of an idea. Actually, drive HublerChevy.com. 10 years, 200,000-mile warranty. Only place you'll ever get that. One of the 5 dealerships.
It's the morning after featuring Jeff Saturday. Everything you need to know about the Colts game the day before. Only on FM 107.5 at 1070 The Fan. Welcome to the Colts Midday Update on FM 107.5 at 1070 The Fan. Here's Matt Taylor with today's report.
Welcome to the Colts Midday Update, FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan, presented today by Shelby Materials. The Colts blanked the Dallas Cowboys 23-0 on Sunday, and now the Colts are 8-6 on the season. What a job by the defense, as the Colts recorded their first shutout since 2014, and the Cowboys were held scoreless for the first time since 2003. Andrew Luck certainly appreciated the defensive effort, and we'll hear from him in 30 seconds.
All right, you have the perfect contractor for your project. Now it's time to get your concrete company. Have they called Shelby Materials? We stand behind our work and products. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. We only do quality concrete and aggregates. And we work with an experienced staff that cares. Need a stadium, parking lot, highway, or driveway? Remember, when you're ready to pour, Shelby has your back. We know concrete and aggregates. Learn what you need to know, ShelbyMaterials.com.
The Colts held the Cowboys to just 292 yards of total offense on Sunday. Dallas had 7 drives reach Colts territory, and yet they came away with nothing. The Colts held Ezekiel Elliott to just 128 yards from scrimmage, and Amari Cooper only had 32 yards receiving. The defense carried the torch for the Colts in Week 15, and Andrew Luck certainly took notice.
What a great job, that 4th down stop down close to the goal line early on in the game. That was huge. all day they came up big. They came up really, really big. The Cowboys are putting some long drives together, and to not get points out of those is demoralizing for an offense. And great complementary football by special teams and us as an offense. I think putting some drives of our own together and getting some points on the board. But defense carried the torch today, certainly.
And the Colts running game totaled 178 yards, with Marlon Mack posting a career day with 139. And the Colts won a game for the first time since 2013, with Andrew Luck not tossing a touchdown pass. And that's it for the Colts Midday Update, presented by Shelby Materials on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Dan Dakich, weekdays noon till 3 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Thad Young at 1 o'clock. Nobody's playing better as a team guy. Honest to God, I think dude is awesome. I'm the biggest Thad Young fan there is. I watched yesterday. Eddie White got us great seats. He's talking, he's communicating, and I want to get into why. I mean, why is this Colts or Pacers team so much better this year without Oladipo? Like, I'm telling you, Thad Young's the best player that will not even be considered for the All-Star game. I'm telling you. And he should be considered. And I'm trying to drive the bus. Thaddeus Young is an all-star. If the all-star game is about guys that help the team win. What do you got, Steve? Let's talk some Colts, man. I'm into it. Let's do it.
Hey, Dan. Good afternoon. Remember back when we were getting a coach and Daniel stood us up? And what did Ballard say? He said, New England, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
Well, if we make the playoffs and get the 6th spot, and as the playoffs currently are, New England's in the 3 spot, we'll get our chance.
I think that'd be fun, don't you?
Oh, it'd be great. I'd love to go over there and beat them.
I might actually go to that. I might just get in my car now that I'm an empty nester. My wife and I don't have any restrictions, you know what I mean, other than like money and stuff. But anyway, how much fun would that be to get another crack at them? All right, yes or no, Colts make the playoffs?
Oh, absolutely.
Really? They got a lot
Baltimore, we're going to win out, and Baltimore or the Steelers are going to lose at least one. So.
All right. No, I hope you're right, man. I was hoping that the evil empire would help us out a little bit yesterday, Steve.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I wanted them to help us out with Miami too, but that didn't work out last week either.
Yeah, but Miami got beat, so they're done. I wasn't worried about them because we got the tie break. I'm worried about these other two. This has to fall right. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All righty.
Thad Young is absolutely an all-star. Being an all-star is being the most important, is just being incredibly important to making your team good. He's great. If anyone is actually paying attention, actually paying attention to play. That's what I'm saying. We are on YouTube Live. All of our show is. So clip it off and rip us if you'd like. The guys have been doing that. I ain't mad about it. It's an absolutely beautiful day out here today, and I'm so fired up. Indiana got a win. Purdue got beat. Purdue got a long way to go. Notre Dame played well. Butler played well. Didn't get beat. Tomorrow, Butler Presbyterian. You can hear it on IBC. Tonight, Fish, Inside Indiana Basketball. The play call, yes, I get it. The play call at the end was no good. But you know what the definition of a good play is? When the ball goes through the basket. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying. If the ball goes through the basket, great play. It was a horrible play. It was an idiotic play. He should give his salary back for the play, but the ball went through the basket. I'm just saying. The ball went through the bucket. It was a garbage play. It was executed poorly. It was like panic all around. And next thing you know, dude lifted up and knocked it out. There you go. There you go. That's it. I love the guy. I love America. All right, we're going to talk to Thad Young, and then it's all Colts all the time after. We'll be back.
Think you know Colts football?
57 yards.
But do you really know what's happening? It's not just football season. It's Venturi season.
This is Rick Venturi. I'll be breaking down the Colts play all season long on The Fan, presented by the District Tap, located on 82nd Street, just east of Keystone Crossing. 60 beers on tap and damn good food.
Catch the Coach with JMV Mondays, Wednesdays with Dan Takich, and Grady and Big Joe on Fridays. Presented each week by the District Tap.
Hi, my name is Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. Let's get those credit cards paid off before the new year with a cash out refinance at thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert, LLC.
Guys, it has never been easier to get that perfect gift for her than right now at Diamonds Direct. 3 years, 0 interest financing on everything. Yep, on any purchase. You can spread your payments out over 3 years with 0 interest. Like a $3,000 diamond pendant she can wear anywhere for just $85 a month. Diamonds Direct's got your back, guys. We have the gifts that women love, and we love last-minute shoppers. Get her that home run gift that shows how much you love her. Details and store hours at diamondsdirect.com.
Splurging on her this Christmas is easy at Diamonds Direct, because now for a limited time, you can spread your payments over 3 years with 0 interest, so you can afford to go big and show her how much she really means to you. Diamond earrings, pendants, bracelets, eternity bands, colored gemstone jewelry, best selection ever, guaranteed best prices, and now 3 years, 0 interest financing. All this plus 100% stress-free, risk-free shopping in a guy-friendly store. Diamonds Direct, on approved credit, open this Sunday.
Keystone at the Crossing.
Hey, my friends are starting to go to 2020 Indy. They are. They saw me the other day, a bunch of them, including Jimmy Cruz, former IU great. Like, Doc, tell me about your eyes. And I told him, look, I don't have to have any kind of cheaters to read. I can see far. I can see close. It helps me with my night vision. I'm telling you, man, 2020 Institute changed my life, and they will change yours. And now if you go to 2020indy.com, get yourself signed up and get you the procedure, well, you get $700 off, and you get a $100 gift card. So basically it's $800 off. Go to 2020indy.com for full details. It changed my life. Dr. Zay is a nationally known, absolutely the best at this procedure, and the procedure takes literally 5 minutes. 2020indy.com.
If you love football, yelling at television screens with friends, and wearing clothing with someone else's name on it, there's a seat waiting for you at Buffalo Wild Wings, where you can enjoy football food and football beverages on our new $5 game day menu. Cheeseburger and fries, brats, cocktails, and pitchers of beer are just $5 each. Escape to football and the new $5 game day menu at Buffalo Wild Wings. Price and participation vary by location. Not valid with any other offer. Please drink responsibly.
So, Susan, what are you going to buy Tom for Christmas?
Oh, Linda, I can't even think about that right now.
Why not?
Well, we haven't been intimate in months. And before, it only lasted a minute or two. I'm at the end of my rope.
Has he tried the Indianapolis Men's Clinic?
No, what's that?
Oh my gosh, they treat premature issues or erectile dysfunction issues, and the visit only took about 90 minutes. Their treatment helped Jim last an hour. He couldn't do that when we were 20. Our sex life is incredible. And in fact, I even baked the guys at the clinic a cake. They discovered that he had low testosterone and are treating his low T. And he really is a changed man. Everything is wonderful.
This sounds amazing. I'm going to send Tom. Do you happen to have their number?
317-999-9000. Got it? 317-999-9000. Jim went online and made an appointment at IndyMen'sClinic.com. I'm telling you, Susan, it changed our lives.
$99 office visit special. Call 317-999-9000, 999-9000, or IndyMen'sClinic.com.
It's time for you to experience Butler basketball at Hinkle Fieldhouse. Make Hinkle your second home this season with a special holiday 4-pack that includes games against Villanova and rival Xavier. Visit butlersports.com/buy tickets to get the best seats for upcoming games on December 18th and 21st and the competitive Big East schedule in January and February. Again, visit butlersports.com/buy tickets or stop by the Hinkle ticket office weekdays from 10 to 4. The Butler Bulldogs, your hometown team playing on a national stage.
A lot can happen in 6 seconds. A rodeo ride, a dramatic basketball win, and the world record holder can solve a Rubik's Cube. 6 seconds is how long it takes for an 18-wheeler traveling at a safe speed to come to a complete stop. And in those 6 seconds, that truck will travel the length of 2 football fields. So please, give them room. Never cut in front of a large truck for any reason. Our roads, our safety. Learn more at sharetheroadsafely.gov.
Colts' final home game against the Giants this weekend. BullseyeEventGroup.com. All you can eat, all you can drink. Get tickets to the game and parking too with a combo deal. BullseyeEventGroup.com now.
How about a little cash for your pockets and bragging for your fantasy team? It's JMV's Larceny Bourbon Lux and JMV's Fantasy Lunazul Tequila Shot.
This is Indy Sports Center. WFNI, WIBC, HD2, W298BB, W228CX, Indianapolis. The Pacers host the Cleveland Cavaliers tomorrow evening at 6:30 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. Dan Dakich, weekdays noon till 3 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Bledsoe has it for Milwaukee. Coming hard to his right, goes cross court with it. It's slapped away. Thaddeus Young has done it all, and he takes it to the other end with a left-hand finish. 23 points, a season high to go with 11 rebounds, and a critical steal.
There you go. Thad Young's going to join us in a minute. Man. How about a teacher got fired at Marion? Two idiots are fist fighting, and the teacher comes in and throws the two kids out of the way, away from each other, and he gets fired. What's wrong with you gutless ass administrators? Who's the new fake head of schools here in Indianapolis? There's another new fraud head. I mean, the other one left for a better job. How do you people get these jobs? Marion, Indianapolis. You should throw idiots on the ground. If you don't throw idiots on the ground that are fighting, they're going to beat the hell out of each other. What are you supposed to do? Touch them? Drives me nuts. We got a new person. You can just close your eyes. Is the best person for the job get the job? Never. This guy's the best person for the job. He took two kids. That's why you have adult males in your frickin' school. I'm sorry, but every adult male that I know, my mother taught forever, she said, you got to have some adult males in there. Boys need role models, and boys need to know someone. Pew. So, there you go. I'm just saying. I mean, Thad Young's going to join us. I mean, you guys, I mean, I'm just telling you. Jeez. Everybody talks about discipline when you actually get good for that teacher. Let's hire him here. Thad Young. Let me tell you something about Thad Young. Thad Young is an all-star to anybody that has been paying attention to how guys are actually playing, and he joins us, nice enough to join us now. Thad, thanks for the time, man.
No problem. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I know you're doing great. Hey, if you don't mind, last year Oladipo goes out, you lose 7 in a row, right? 0-7, not in a row, but you lose them. This year he goes out, and it's business as usual. What's the biggest difference there?
I can't hear you. Say that again. Hello?
Oladipo went out a year ago. You went 0-7 in his time. This year he goes out, and it's business as usual. What's the biggest difference there?
I think as a team, we kind of figured it out, how good we can be as a unit. We play really, really unified, but we also figured out defenses was going to win us games. We have guys that can step up on any given night. As you're saying, I've stepped up. Miles has stepped up. DC, you got Corey, you got Domar. So we have so many integral parts to this team that can step up on any given night and be able to give you a scoring boost. The biggest thing for us is to be able to play defense on a high level each and every night. Do you consider – I'm watching yesterday. I was in a couple rows off the court. I got lucky, and I'm watching you guys ball, and you're always talking. Do you kind of – are you kind of leader on the defensive side? I know there's a lot of guys, and I know you're humble, but it seems to me that you're doing a lot of directing out there. Yeah, usually I'm on the backside of the defense, so, the backside guy usually has to anchor the defense. I learned this from – playing with guys, in the likes of Elton Brand and Andre Iguodala, Reggie Evans, those type of guys, who always are communicators on the court, and high-level defensive guys, who knew how to get the job done. So just being doing the communication is always key. I think that's the biggest thing. As long as we communicate with each other what we want to do and what we need to do, then it gets the job done.
Is this the best basketball you've played in your career? I'm not talking about scoring. I'm just talking about all-around basketball.
I mean, I think it's pretty close. Obviously, playing for the Sixers for 7 years, I had some great years there. I'll definitely say it's pretty close. But right now I'm just having fun. Just enjoying winning and enjoying my teammates and focusing and locking in on trying to get this number one spot in the East.
All right, let me go through that a little bit. You re-upped here for a reason. What was the reason?
Well, I didn't actually re-up. I just opted into the last year of a current deal I already had.
Well, you could have gone elsewhere and tested it.
Yeah, I mean, I could have. But at the end of the day, I know exactly what this team has to offer. And I know what my role is with this team, and when you decide to go into a free agency and stuff like that, you never know what can happen. So, I wanted to be in a familiar situation, especially, with me only, having the last year left on my deal. And it was quite possible that if I did go into free agency, I can only sign a 1-year deal. So, I just wanted to, come out and finish what we started here and continue to, try to build upon what we're doing.
Is that it? I mean, do you guys, you mentioned earlier, Thaddeus Young joins us playing. I said, and I'll say this to anybody that's paying attention, he's an all-star. And you know what? If he's not, that just means that people are always going to put the same folks out there because the guy's playing absolutely lights out both ends, switching to everybody, rebounding, running, talking. When you look at your team, and you mentioned earlier number one seed, is that something you guys actively talk about, or do you just kind of go, hey, look, if we play well, things will take care of themselves, or both?
Both.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want to be the number one team? I think that's the biggest thing for us is we understand that we have the potential to be the number one team. We understand that we have the qualities, we have the pieces to make us the number one team. We just have to continue to keep putting it together like we have been and doing what we've been doing so far this season. I think we started off a little sluggish as far as losing to some teams that we shouldn't have lost to, but that's what happens. Throughout the course of the season, you just try to get better and live and learn from those situations. And I think we've done that now, and we're getting rolling, and we have a nice little stretch coming up where we feel we can win some games to put us in position to be number one seed.
Do you get into a rhythm as an NBA player? And I'm not just talking about on the court. I'm talking about lifestyle, off the court. Is there a rhythm to the whole season?
I mean, yeah, you can say that. I mean, because, at the end of the day, you have to get yourself into a regimen, a schedule, something that you can live by each and every day to get you through the season. I think that's one of the things that keeps guys going. I've been doing this for 12 years now and, played over 800 games. And, I definitely have to be in a rhythm, to keep playing at a high level. I think that's one of the biggest things too. You continue that rhythm, you continue that regimen, and you live and you die and breathe it. I think that's one of the things that helps you get by.
How important is your wife in your career?
Oh, she's very important. I mean, she holds the fort down. She holds the house down. She's very, very, confident in my abilities, and she's my biggest fan. And she makes sure that I don't have anything to worry about, what at the house. She takes care of the house. She makes sure that, hey, when you go into the gym, don't worry about this. I got everything. So, that's one of the things I'm very, very thankful for. She takes care of the kids and she makes sure everything is going well. And, even sometimes, we have these little machines that we use for recovery and stuff. She has them set up next to the bed for me when I come home, in the middle of the night sometimes. So she takes care of me and makes sure that, that I'm always going to be healthy. I think that's one of the biggest things.
That is people underestimate that, don't they? I mean, they underestimate, the love of a good woman, baby.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't. I'm very blessed and thankful, for the wife that I have. We've been together since we were 16 years old, and she understands me. I understand her, and she knows me as a person. I know her as a person, and she knows exactly what I need to do in order to continue to have a long, successful career, and she's been there every step of the way.
Do you, as you have talked about, a lot of guys, and you mentioned it, working on your body and making sure that you're healthy, is it possible in an NBA career doing those things that you actually feel better as you get older than you did when you were younger and you didn't do those kind of things?
I don't know about that.
Okay. All right. That's a little much. Okay. All right.
I don't know about that. But, because, I do feel it, each and every day. I mean, like I said, I think out of every guy in my draft class, I think I played the most games. And that's huge.
Yeah.
And I think over 840 games. So, that's a lot of games over the course of a 12-year period. That's a lot of minutes. It's a lot of miles. That's, a lot of wear and tear. So, you just try to, keep cold tubbing that thing out and stay in the training room and, in the summers, making sure you take care of your body and making sure you're lifting and doing the things that you need to stay healthy.
Let me give you one other thing. Stay the hell away from Enes Kanter. Holy hell, that dude is all day on the block.
Yes.
That dude.
For sure.
Oh.
For sure. But, I mean, guys like that, you can still outwork them. That's one of the biggest things. I've been known to outwork guys on several occasions just by, the hustle and hard work. You don't have to be the strongest to get the job done. You just have to, know how to do certain things and know the tricks of the trade.
Well, the tricks of the trade are important. Oh boy, those bad boys are. Hey, you go from the Greek Freak, different guys. Do you consider yourself the defensive stopper? Do you consider yourself, hey, look, coach, this is my guy? Is that involved in your game right now?
I wouldn't say I'm a defensive stopper or anything like that. Those guys are. They touch the ball 80-90% of the time. They're gonna take 20-25 shots. Who can't score 20-25
right.
shots? It's about how they're getting their shots and at what points of the game are they wearing down and stuff like that. So my job is to basically wear them down, create a situation to where my teammates don't have to help as much, and make sure that I'm just keeping my body in between them and the basket, be physical with those guys, and make them take tough contested shots, and just try to just guard to the best of my ability. But it's not just me. It's kudos to my teammates also. They're in gaps, making those guys turn the ball over when I'm spinning them and stuff like that. Obviously, I do have some situations where I'm guarding them one-on-one, but for the most part, I do have help from my teammates. Guys are being in the gaps and making sure they're there for me each and every night.
Do most players, even a guy like the Greek Freak who scores, as you mentioned, so much, do most players have a legit tendency, a legit tell in their game?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
All guys have tendencies. That's what you have to watch film and understand certain guys. I watch enough games to know certain tendencies of certain guys. I know Greek Freak is not a jump shooter. I know he's going to attack in transition. I know he likes the Euro step. I know he likes to spin and make passes, kick outs to the corners. So I know exactly some of the things that he likes to do. I know when he catches a screen, he likes to tear up and try to turn the corner before the guy gets back in front of him. So I'm going to need the guard to show a little bit so I can get back in front of him and get out the screen. So I know certain things that certain guys want to do. LeBron, he's developed a jump shot over the course of time. And, so you can go under him on certain occasions, but, you also have to, ride him over screens and force him to try to beat you in a one-on-one situation sometimes where he's taking tough contested twos.
You talk any smack?
Do I talk any smack?
Yeah.
No. For the most part, I'm so locked in and focused on getting my guys in certain positions and spaces that I don't really have time to talk smack. Now, if somebody's talking to me, then yeah, I'm gonna say something back.
Right. Like, can you, like, a guy like LeBron James, all right? You played against him for years, okay? You know,
right.
Is there anything that you can say to him that bothers him, or is there anything that anybody can say to you that's really going to bother you?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, I don't pay attention to the smack talking and stuff like that. You know, I've been in the league with some of the best smack talkers in the world.
Who's the best? Who's the best?
I'll probably say the worst was like Kevin Garnett and Rasheed Wallace.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, they were crazy.
I remember I tried to recruit Kevin Garnett as a junior in high school out of South Carolina, and he was 7 feet tall, weighed 105 pounds, and couldn't shut. It was all mouth. You know what I mean? It was just like, man, that dude was talking when he had nothing behind it. I could see that. Rasheed Wallace, same thing, right?
Yeah, for sure. Paul Pierce, he's like talking. So you have a lot of guys that they do it and they walk the walk. But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't get into too much of that situation.
Well, man, continued success. You have been absolutely fantastic, and thanks for re-upping a year. I hope you re-up for the rest of your career here. A lot of fans doing. A lot of fans are hitting me with feedback, asking me to tell you that. So, Thad, keep doing your thing, man. Congratulations to both you and your wife, and have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You have a Merry Christmas, too.
Thanks, Thad. I appreciate that as well. That's Thaddeus Young. What a great breakdown on being a defensive force against the greats. 4 wins Lakeside in Emery. I'm telling you, excellent. He was tremendous. Rackham, he was absolutely tremendous. And you could see why, with that approach, with that attitude, how do you not want him on your team? Wow. I mean, how do you not want that on your team? Thad on my team wins games. Honest to God. He wins you games, man. He is fantastic. And I knew he would be. And Kyle, thank you for getting that done with him, man. That's terrific. Terrific stuff. David Bennett, thank you. Man. But, at the end of the day, when you are just a fantastic dude, and a pro's pro and a man's man. Just a man's man, man. And I know we're not supposed to say it. A man's man that loves his wife. Nothing better than that. Fan-frickin-tastic. I love that kind of stuff because so many times we think, these guys dumbass, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. Very rarely are you good enough to be a dumb jock these days. Honest to God. Now, back in the day, maybe. But anymore, you got to know. That dude is great. He doesn't have any shot to make the All-Star team. I get it. But he should be. Should be an All-Star. He doesn't. I get it. He should be an All-Star, though. But the guys that vote, who votes for All-Star? I mean, what? Emil Ellinghausen or whatever the hell his name? Who are these idiots? I'm telling you, he should be an All-Star. And I guarantee you, I promise you, that the majority of coaches out there agree. I mean, if it's about winning. And I don't think he will be because we got to have every slap that's ever been on the All-Star game, right? We got to have all, But he's an All-Star in terms of how he's played in his first half, and he was great on the show, man. Yes, the Bears got to win. Who cares? So do people not want to play the Bears? Or is it just Indianapolis Colts we don't want to play? Ryan Kelly was back. He was terrific. Ryan Kelly played real. The line played great. As the great Rick Venturi said, opening drive, touchdown drive, second half. Hey, look. You know what? At the end of the day, they blocked him to Evansville. They blocked him to Evansville. I did. They blocked him to Evansville. It's great. I love it. Hey, this is a fun Colts team. I got to get Ballard on before. I got to get Pritchard and Ballard on. We're going to get that done this week so we can talk to you. I was talking both of them last night. 317-239-1070 is the number. Dan at 1070thefan.com is the email address. We're on Twitter at Dan Dakich. Couple of things to get to. Indiana, Phinisee. Phinisee's an Indiana player, man. Romeo's a shoe guy. Romeo needs to change from being a shoe guy to being an Indiana player. There's a big difference. Eric Gordon was a little bit of both, but he never threw himself into Indiana. I mean, he really never did. He just, never was going to lead, never was going to do anything. Just going to be on the team with a bunch of idiots and go along. I appreciate Eric coming to practice the day when everybody quit. Langford's a shoe guy right now. Not really going to guard, going to play. You got to take things over. You know who isn't a shoe guy? Zion Williamson, not a shoe guy. Zion Williamson's a badass trying to suffocate you every night. R.J. Barrett, badass. Just telling you. Don't be a shoe guy. Cap, quick, what do you got?
Dan, I only want to get there one way, buddy. That's going through the Saints, man. We gave one because we feel sorry about Katrina, but we back home now, so we got to get that back.
Hey.
Go through New England and finish off with the Saints, and I'm a happy camp.
Hey, that happens. I'll tell you what, we'll do the show naked. Tell you right now.
I'm not coming. I won't be there live for that, but I'll be on the radio.
Cap, I think, you know what? Get in the playoffs, beat New England, work it to get to the Saints and a rematch game, right? A revenge game, and the hell with everything. Life is good. Cancel it all.
Come on.
Appreciate you. Thank you, Cap. No, it's true. Man, that's fun. I love interviewing guys like Thad Young. So much fun. Podcast will be out. He was great. He wasn't good. He was great. He wasn't kind of good. He was great. He wasn't a little good. He was great. He was great. And when guys, you can just tell certain guy loves his wife, he and his wife, it's just awesome. It's just awesome to see. Somebody said, listen to this text. I'll read you a text when we come back, if I can find it. If I can find it, it's a text from a guy that was in a cooking class with that on Saturday. It's awesome. We'll be back.
Sports Center updates on the Fan are brought to you by Big O Tires. Get up to $250 back on select installed sets of Goodyear tires. Details in store. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Every time I set a diamond into an engagement ring, I'm reminded that behind each ring there's a unique love story. Hi, I'm Kira, a jewelry craftsman at Chain Company.
And I'm Rorden Chain, fourth-generation owner and president. A unique engagement ring personalized by you is the ultimate holiday surprise, and there's still time to get the perfect ring at Chain Company. Just choose a setting, then pick a natural diamond, ruby, or sapphire for the center stone. We've got thousands of them, so you'll have lots to choose from, whatever your budget is. We also have engagement rings already set with center diamonds. And with our great financing options, it's even easier to make it happen. You can walk out with a ring for a proposal tonight.
It doesn't matter how much you spend. We put the exact same amount of love and attention into every ring, and it shows.
We're open all week from 9 to 9. Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and ShaneCo.com.
Hey, Dan Dakich here. Firehouse Subs was founded by firemen, and they've seen to it that every sub can make a difference. You better believe they're also going to make their subs so good you can tell a difference with every bite. Try the famous hook and ladder with smoked turkey breast, Virginia honey ham, and melted provolone. One bite, and you will be hooked. Every sub at Firehouse Subs is made to order and piled high with freshly sliced meats and delicious cheeses you crave. Order at FirehouseSubs.com or on the Firehouse Subs app. It'll be hot and ready to go. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Hi, this is Danny Reinhardt from Reinhardt Heating and Cooling. From everyone in our family, Kevin, Kim, Corey, Stumpy, Brian, and Morgan, we would like to wish your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and please enjoy the holidays. If you do have any emergency services, don't forget to call us at 317-745-4526.
If you're out in Hendricks County, the family to call is Reinhardt Heating and Cooling, your trusted local independent American Standard dealer.
Hi, my name is Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. This is the credit card company's favorite time of the year. You're already carrying the balances from a long summer, and here comes Black Friday and then the holidays. And now they got you. You're going to spend the next 9 months trying to make minimum payments just to keep up. Home values are skyrocketing, and you are building equity at the fastest pace in over a decade. Let's get those credit cards paid off before the new year with a cash-out refinance at thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
So, you're a small business owner, but from where you sit, there's nothing small about it. What you provide could be provided by others, and if they're bigger, they have more capital and more employees. But what you have is the ability to adapt even at a moment's notice. Teltec, Indy's local phone service provider, has that same ability. You see, they can give you the service you need as you need it, whether you're a business of 100 or just one.
This is Troy Brassell. If you're mobile, then Teltec can set up your cell so your caller ID shows the number of your business, keeping your personal cell phone number personal.
Some restrictions do apply, and unlike large impersonal phone service providers who can only provide their product, Teltec has the ability to choose from all carriers. Teltec can give you the ability to flip on service from another provider, and the business of you doing business keeps going. Call right here in Indy at 317-390-8585. Teltec, matching local business with the service they need to compete with the larger companies at a smaller price.
Ouch, I started with my new personal trainer today. I'm still trying to get out of bed this morning. Well, here's how it went. This guy knows his business. He'd pick a machine, put me in it, turn up the speed, and whoa! This guy was just like our guys. We get your furnace in front of us, and we work it over. All relays, all controls, heat exchangers, safety, and reliability. I say, oh, carrier, turn to the experts with Howald Heating. Oh, man, so my session's about over with. Oh,
next machine! Sell!
Does crawling count?
So I got her a Peloton bike and...
I found it. He got me a Peloton.
She still has no idea.
So obvious, right?
I mean, she...
may have dropped a hint or two.
She loves studio workouts.
But I just don't have time to get there.
It's got all kinds of classes. Endurance rides.
30-minute pop rides.
Even country.
His thing, not mine.
I'm definitely riding it too.
I guess he can ride it too.
This holiday, give the perfect gift for them and you. Give the gift to Peloton at onepeloton.com.
Hey, this time of year, you're spending a lot of money using that card all the time. It's JMV for Forum Credit Union. How can you save this time of year? Well, get with Forum Credit Union and my friend Trevor Green. Smart ways to help pay for those extra holiday spending needs. Always genius, always original. It's Forum Credit Union. Ask for Trevor Green. Slide by a branch location today, or for more information, it is incredibly easy. Online, forumcu.com to ask for a personal loan option today.
Looking to buy a car? With True Price from True Car, you can know the exact price you'll pay for the car you want and see what other people paid for it too. Visit True Car to enjoy a more confident car buying experience.
Lights the Brickyard are back. Drive the family through more than 3 million bright lights in the 2-mile course at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway this holiday season. Get your lane pass now, IndianapolisMotorSpeedway.com.
There's never an excuse for missing anything on The Fan. 1070 The Fan on connected devices and smart speakers. 1070thefan.com. 1070 The Fan app on iTunes and the Google Play Store. For a full list, go to 1070thefan.com/listen. Plus, you can listen to all the shows by subscribing to the podcast. Take us anywhere and everywhere you go. FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. Your home for Indy sports. Dan Dakich, weekdays noon till 3 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Yeah, welcome back. We're talking about how great 2020 Institute was. Awesome. The Eagles are sticking with Foles at quarterback, no IR for Wentz. You have to. I mean, Foles, they may win a suit. They may be the team nobody wants to play. Don't buy into all that crap. Nobody wants to play the Colts. Just stop. That's local stuff. Let's be better. Right? Let's be bigger, better, stronger, all that kind of stuff. Every team is good that makes playoffs. Every team wants to be in the playoffs. Some matchups are better. The Colts aren't necessarily a bad matchup for anybody. The one thing I will tell you, and this is the only thing I listen to, truthfully, the only thing is when on Wednesday, Rick Venturi comes on my show at 12:30 and says that, you know what? It's a really good matchup for the Colts. When he talks about that, I am all in on that team. I am. And we'll see. We'll see what happens this week because the Giants, who, again, I tell you this, the team you had yesterday is not the team you have today, and it's not the team you're going to have tomorrow. And guess what happened to the Giants? The Giants got spanked like my man Billions. The guy in Billions in the Dominatrix Club. I didn't say that right. I can't remember his name. Giamatti is the actor. So my wife today, she had wisdom teeth pulled out. Is this a bad husband? So I go all morning and I go get ibuprofen and I go get her drugs. And she's got some good-ish, man. She's got some good drugs. And I found a little card in my car in the middle aisle, and it's for, like, basically free Viagra. But you got to have it done, Kyle, by the 31st of December. So I brought the card in. I said, Lee, what are you going to do all day? She's got, I got it, she got her mouth. It's huge. She got 3 wisdom. I said, well, make yourself useful. Activate this card. Give me some free Viagra. The hell? Why not? Jack, what do you got?
Hey, Dan.
Hey.
Just wanted to talk about the Crossroads a little bit.
Yeah.
Bowler fan here. That's the worst loss, like the most painful loss, probably since the Duke game, the 2010 game.
I
mean, that was
painful.
And then,
you know what happened? Hey, can I just say something about that? And here's why it's painful. Because you played well, you had a lead, and then you got away from what you do, and then you play your brains out defensively, and it's a great game, but you play your brains out, and the dude just jumps up and shoots one in from 30. Oh.
I mean, Finney's a stud, man. I mean, I wish he was a Bowler, that's for sure. My uncle, I was hanging out with him after the games. We went down there, and we were arguing. He was trying to tell me Butler's a mid-major. I'd just like to get your thoughts on that.
No. Did you see the crowd react to Indiana beating Butler? That ain't no mid-major win, brother. Butler is look, there is a difference in football and basketball. Football, you have the top 5 conferences. All the money goes into there. Basketball, if you are in the Big East, you are absolutely not a mid-major. You are a major basketball program. Butler is a major basketball program with major achievement, major accomplishment, and when you beat Butler, you are thrilled to frickin' death, regardless of whether you're St. John's or Indiana University or Kentucky. Absolute crap. Butler is absolutely a high major and is going to be for a long, long time.
Yep, I agree. Thanks, Dan.
Appreciate you. Thanks. Jonathan, what you got? Thanks for the call.
Hey, Dan, how are you?
I'm wonderful, man. Thank you.
Hey, I'm calling because I called you on Friday and I asked you about Philly and the Pacers, and you went with Philly.
Yes, I did.
So calling back to chew your ass.
Yes.
Because that's what you asked me to do.
Yes, rip me a new one. Talk about my mama.
No. How about this? How about 26 points from Thaddeus Young? How about that?
Did you watch the game?
Yes, of course I did.
Hey, the Pacers were damn good, Jonathan, in that game, man. I was rooting. Hey, look, make no mistake. I was rooting for him. I just thought Philly must have something crappy going on there, Jonathan, because they didn't look great to me. And they went away at the end.
When I asked you that if Jimmy Butler was going to make a difference, and you was like, nah, they're gelling without Butler.
Yeah.
Embiid put up 40 and 20, Dan, and he still wasn't enough.
Hey, Embiid had as good a first half. Hey, you can talk about my mom if you want.
Now, shout out to Miles Turner, and I just want to end it on that.
All right. You're right. I'm wrong. Call in next time. Please feel free. You will go to the head of the line to talk because you were right and I was wrong. I respect when I'm wrong.
Thanks, Dan. Have a good night.
You're welcome. Thank you. What you got, Brian?
Hey, Dan. Big fan here. Long-time listener. So, question for you, man. How do you feel about Purdue's chances against Auburn in the Music City Bowl?
Truthfully, I will root harder for Purdue to win that bowl than any team playing in a bowl because, number one, I like Braum. Number two, I like Tyler Trent. Number three, I cannot stand the coach at Auburn, and I don't even know why. I don't even know why. No idea.
Do you think Rondale Moore will be like a Heisman candidate next year?
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got to be. He's an All-American, but, you got to get somebody to get him the ball. I know they like their quarterbacks, but this is very weird for me, and I'm glad you brought this up because I don't care about the whatever Foster Brooks Bowl, but I want Purdue to win that game so bad because I just like the Purdue story, and I cannot stand for whatever the reason the Auburn story, and I appreciate you calling in. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
You got it. By the way, Tyler Trent has a great article. I think I know it's on the online edition of the Star. If the Star could just let Tyler Trent, Tim Evans, Mark Alicia, and Maria do all the writing for him and not the children and all the pandering other guys, that would be one of America's great newspapers. Like this Vic guy threw me in an article for no reason. Just hate. Don't hate, baby. Don't hate. Procreate. What up, Mark?
Hey, I just want to say hi, Dan. I like your show, listen to you, watch you play at IU, and the stuff that you get onto, it's just crazy. Makes it all crazy, makes it worth having.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate you. Go ahead.
I want to tap you on something you said Friday about the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders being the first cheerleaders.
Yes.
It was the Colts when they were in Baltimore.
Really?
Had the first cheerleaders. Yeah, look it up. And the Indiana Pacers had the first cheerleaders in the NBA.
That's good info. We will be looking that up. I guess the first ones I ever paid attention. Like, look, I'm a lifetime pay attention to cheerleaders. Like, I can name the cheerleaders from my 6th grade, and I can name the 8th grade cheerleaders because I was always peeping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So usually I'm on top of cheerleader talk, but I'm sad that I didn't. The first ones I ever realized, as a little pervert, was the Dallas Cowboys. So good info, and I appreciate you, Mark. Call in anytime. Good stuff. All right. I remember Debbie Muldoon. I remember the Parada sisters. They were older than me, but I was always, the little guy sniffing around. I was always squints. They're doing a pyramid. I'm going to go behind and see what's going on. Make sure everybody's safe around here. Telling you. I don't know how you guys were, but at St. Peter and Paul, the saddle shoes of Roxanne Renner drove a 6th grader crazy. I'm just telling you. And by the time she got to 8th grade, I was fall down insane. Rochelle Renner, Robin Renner, they were older sisters. I was sniffing. I know you guys were too. Don't lie to me. That's why you guys act like you don't listen to this show, but you really do because you know what I'm talking about here. Charles, what you got?
Hey, Dan, I was just calling to see what you thought, but like sports analysts, they were saying that it was more of a fluke on the Cowboys' part than it was good football on the Colts' part. Well, I was just calling to see what you think about that.
Yeah, I think it was a fluke. What was flukish about it?
What was flukish about it?
Yeah, what could possibly have been flukish?
No, that's what sports analysts have been saying, like Skip Bayless and like people like that. I just thought it was really good football on the Colts' part. I think they were playing good football.
I do too. I do too. I mean, I absolutely do. I think that it was 1,000% the Colts playing the absolute shoes off of the Cowboys, if you want to know the truth. I mean, I think they beat their ass today, tomorrow, the next day. And Bayless and the rest of these clowns, I don't even pay attention to because let's be honest, there's nothing that the Cowboys have done that makes them even interesting over the last 20 years. Except Leon Lett doing his thing.
Exactly.
Appreciate you. Thank you. No, I don't think it was, I get it. Hey, Dan, is it just known that you were the narc for sending the tape and ratting Sampson out for Tex in hopes that you would get the head coaching job? No, it's not. Yeah, sure it is. Billy Sega. Billy doesn't like me. Billy doesn't like me. Ron Felling made it clear that he had the tape. And the texts were already, to the NCAA by the time I got to Indiana. But you do you, Billy. He made it clear to Steve Downing, and Downing was too chicken blank to tell Coach Knight. So, Downing is now the AD at Marion. But he was so scared of Coach Knight, Downing was. but that he couldn't give the tape. I'll tell you one thing, but before I go to break, I'm going to continue to talk. Shout out to Brian Evans. Brian Evans did what Indiana University's basketball is really and truly about. And when we come back, I'm going to tell you what Brian Evans, former IU great, did that is the exact antithesis of the whiny-ass stuff that we've seen from the 30 for 30, from Neil Reed, from Ron Felling, from Robert Abbott, from all these guys. When we come back, I will tell you what the great Brian Evans, and if Brian Evans wants to share it, then I'll be happy to share it. If he wants to keep it private, then that's fine too. But Brian Evans did something that was absolutely indicative of Indiana men's basketball during the Bob Knight era. We will talk about that for a moment when we come back, and we're going to continue with the Colts at 317-239-1070. We're also going to talk Pacers when we come back.
Just days before Christmas, but don't worry, guys. Diamonds Direct's got your back with all the gifts women love. A no-stress, risk-free experience, unbeatable prices, and now 3 years, zero-interest financing on anything for the holidays. Hint, hint, that means you can go big this year on a fabulous pair of earrings or a dazzling diamond pendant. Just pick any item, spread your payments out over 3 years with zero interest. Make it our best Christmas ever at Diamonds Direct. Details and store hours at diamondsdirect.com.
That headliner gift at your house is waiting at Diamonds Direct. A fabulous designer ring or a beautiful pair of diamond earrings. We have the gifts women want. And right now, you can enjoy 3 years zero-interest financing. How about a $3,000 eternity ban for just $85 a month? Relax, guys. Diamonds Direct's got your back with zero-stress shopping, zero risk, and zero-interest financing. And gifts guaranteed to make her 100% happy. Diamonds Direct. Open Sunday on approved credit.
Keystone at the Crossing.
Hey, this is Jeff Saturday, and I want to tell you what to do if you ever have a fire or flood or mold damage at your home or place of business. Call More Restoration Disaster Cleanup. I can tell you firsthand that their customer service and response time is second to none in Indiana. So if you ever have an unexpected fire or flood like I did, call the only Indianapolis restoration company that I used in my home. Call More Restoration or visit morerestoration.com. And hey, tell them Jeff Saturday sent you.
So, Susan, what are you going to buy Tom for Christmas?
Oh, Linda, I can't even think about that right now.
Why not?
Well, we haven't been intimate in months, and before, it only lasted a minute or two. I'm at the end of my rope.
Has he tried the Indianapolis Men's Clinic?
No, what's that?
Oh my gosh, they treat premature issues or erectile dysfunction issues, and the visit only took about 90 minutes. Their treatment helped Jim last an hour. He couldn't do that when we were 20. Our sex life is incredible. And in fact, I even baked the guys at the clinic a cake. They discovered that he had low testosterone and are treating his low T. And he really is a changed man. Everything is wonderful.
This sounds amazing. I'm going to send Tom. Do you happen to have their number?
317-999-9000. Got it? 317-999-9000. Jim went online and made an appointment at IndyMen'sClinic.com. I'm telling you, Susan, it changed our lives.
$99 office visit special. Call 317-999-9000. 999-9000 or IndyMen'sClinic.com.
Chad and Tyler Peterman.
It's that time of year when drains get clogged, but no worry. Peterman Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing will get it moving again.
Got a clogged drain in your home? Peterman will unclog that drain for just $83.
That's $83 to unclog any drain.
You don't pay a cent until the drain is clear.
And we'll keep that drain clear with a 1-year guarantee.
Call 859-4270. Call Peterman for heating, cooling, and plumbing. Peterman's the way to go.
Look at that guy.
Who is he?
Don't know. Would like to.
When you've got Hims, you've got confidence. No more worries about your performance because Hims helps you connect with doctors online and makes it easy to get a prescription for a medication that treats ED. The same active ingredient as that little blue pill.
I don't know. There's something about him.
Hims can ship your prescription right to your door at affordable prices. And right now, when you go to 4hims.com/cool, you can get a consult with a real doctor who can prescribe you a month's supply for just $5. With Hims, you can have access to the treatment you need and all the confidence in the world.
Is this seat taken?
Take it.
Stop worrying about ED and now get a month's supply for just $5 through Hims. To learn more about getting your first order for $5, go to forhims.com/cool. That's forhims.com/cool. forhims.com/COOL.
Thank you. 2 words that hopefully be used a lot as we head into the peak of the holiday season. 2 words that have real meaning when spoken to one another. At Penske Chevrolet at 96th and Keystone Avenue, thank you is expressed with incredible deals. Jay Smith and Brett Rosie are going to finish off the year with GM employee pricing for everybody. You pay what a Penske employee pays on all in-stock 2018 models, and now the deal has been extended to select in-stock 2019 models. Penske is also offering 24-month, 10,000-mile-a-year leases on the 2019 Equinox. That's just $129 a month. 2019 Traverses are $279 a month, and the 2018 Malibu just $99 a month. You put up a little money up front and then drive away with a super low payment. See dealer for details. And Jace just added this to an email he sent me. I also want to offer a $200 Visa gift card for anyone who purchases any new 2018 or 2019 in-stock Chevy from now through the end of the year. Chevy, find new roads at Penske Chevrolet and at PenskeChevyIndy.com. Thank you and happy holidays.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's AMV. Right now, for every window you buy, you get the next one free. No limits and 0% financing for 36 months. And Colts tickets, a proud partner of the Colts. 317-547-2600. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Let's get those credit cards paid off today with a cash-out refinance, and you'll even skip 2 full months of mortgage payments. The 5-minute loan approval at thehomeloanexpert.com.
Soccer Saturday featuring Indy 11. If this is your football, this is your show. Saturday at 9 on The Fan.
DriveHublerChevy.com is the place to go for the largest Chevy inventory. New, used, certified, pre-owned vehicles, all there for you. That's why you shop at any of Hubler's 5 Chevy locations or DriveHublerChevy.com. And don't forget, 10-year, 200,000-mile limited warranty. It's unbelievable. Only at Hubler Chevrolet.
Dan Dakich, weekdays noon till 3 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
This is Brett Maher on for a 48-yard field goal. Snap, ball down, kick is up. No, it's blocked! It's blocked by the Colts! It ricochets down the field. It's inside Cowboy territory. There's a fight for it around the 45-yard line. Who's got it? The Colts have it!
Hey, welcome back. That's awesome, man. That's absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Brian Evans. I'm going to switch topics just for a minute to real Indiana basketball. Not this whiny ass Neil Reed stuff or Chad Lowe or any of these guys that are just, disappointed, whining, whatever. I'm talking about real Indiana University basketball, not only under Bob Knight, but Indiana University basketball. Archie was involved. Brian Evans, with the passing of Eric Anderson, set out to make a video for his son Sam. And the video, in my world, is one of the best things I've ever seen. It's an hour long. He went and got managers. Archie was in it. Indiana's the only place Felling absolutely ratted everybody out, and he's even in it, which I can't stomach, but that's just me. But Brian Evans did one of the greatest things I've ever seen somebody do. He went and got guys that lived with Brian or Eric Anderson. He went and got guys that coached. He went and got the current coach and just made a video telling stories and telling about, I don't know, the life of Eric Anderson. And my part in it, I just made a little video and held up an old style after talking about how thankful I was that the Anderson family allowed Eric to come to Indiana when Lou Henson was cheating his sack off and trying to get Eric to go there. All these little deals, cars in Decatur and all this other stuff. But it was so great. I mean, I sat in my chair, turned this thing on, and watched it. And Jamal Meeks, Brian, Pat Knight, who the hell else? Ellen Henderson, Calbert Cheney. It was awesome. It was and it was such a refreshing reminder to me that Indiana basketball, I don't give a damn what little producer or what guy whines, bitches, and moans 20 years later that he was scorned. I don't care about Neil Reed. I'm sorry, I don't. You all can. Nice kid. His deal was his deal. But to me, Indiana basketball is what Brian Evans did. And how everybody, whether it was John Cowan as a manager, Stuck as a manager, Pat Knight, Felling in it is remarkable to me because literally he's the guy that, was so chicken blank that he ratted everybody out. But he's in it, which is cool. He's an old man now, and that's fine. But the truth of the matter is it was just awesome. And I hope Brian never shares it. I hope nobody that got it ever shares it. Because to me, there's certain things only family should know. And no slap that writes, or no slap that has a mic, or no slap that was around the parties at the time or hung with, Damon and the guy. No, they don't do. No. That was awesome. I mean, I read that and I thought, wow, that is very, very cool. Very cool. And you know what? Good for Brian for doing it. I watched the entire hour. And the only way I would ever share it is if they showed that idiotic, lying, one-sided piece on ESPN again about Coach Knight. I'd give you Indiana fans. I would play it somehow on this YouTube channel at the same time and say you got options. Watch what, some guy whined about or what actually was. I got this Billy Sago. Dan, it was known that Dan Dockage was a narc, sending out a tape and ratting Sampson out for Tex, hoping he would get the head job. Yes, Billy Sago. It's really not my style. And by the time I got to Indiana in July, it was already under investigation. But, hey, people think whatever they want to think. But, again, back to Brian Evans. I don't want you all to know it. You're not family. I'm sorry. You root, you cheer, yay, rah, good. But unless you were there at 5 a.m, as managers were and as coaches were and as players were, unless you sat there and listened the night over, you're not. I'm sorry. It's great. Love you. But there, and Indiana players want to share with fans, but there are certain things that only people that are actual Indiana basketball families should know and see. And I hope this one stays inside. I'm sure it won't because somebody will tell, whoever. But it was absolutely awesome by Brian Evans. I was thinking to myself after Brian did that, I don't think I have a friend from college. I have a bunch from high school that would do something like that. But hell, man, it was awesome. Scott Dolson was awesome. The Big E, talking about he was his roommate. The Big E worked hard today, Scott. The Big E needs to treat himself. Because if you don't treat yourself, nobody will. So they'd go get ice cream. It's awesome. Awesome. So, and in my opinion, it absolutely typifies what IU Hoops is really about. And if Brian wants it shared, I'll be the first to share it. But there are some things only families should have or know. And this thing is one. Rest in peace, Eric Anderson. And you could just see, man, even by the emotion of all of the guy. I guarantee you that anybody that watched that piece that's an IU player or IU manager or IU assistant coach, at some point probably said, man, I wish that guy would shut up, whoever, But I guarantee there were some tears. What a good friend Brian Evans is to the Anderson family for making that tape. And I think he showed it at a luncheon. And I think that it was, for his son, Sam. Really, really cool. We'll come back top of the hour and we'll talk Pacers. We'll talk Colts. We'll talk the Crossroad Classic. Take your phone calls if you would like. Your emails at 317-239 1070, whatever you would like, we will discuss, because it was a monster weekend, man. It was a great, great weekend. We'll be back.
The Pacers enter the holiday season capable of beating any team in the league.
The Pacers are going to win this one.
Battling through injuries hasn't stopped them, and their confidence is only growing. Now the Blue and Gold enter the crucial part of the season where they can have great success chasing down the best teams in the Eastern Conference. Next up, the struggling Cavs are in town to take on the Pacers Tuesday night at 6:30 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. Your home for Pacers basketball.
Hi, my name is Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. Get the cash you need and pay off your credit cards once and for all at thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert, LLC.
Holidays are all about spending time with your families. Tom Roush Mazda in Westfield is a family business. Okay, so what? Well, in their family, as it is with yours, the last name is way more important than their first because it represents the folks who worked hard to get the Roush name where they are today. They want to invite you into Tom Roush Mazda this holiday season to spend time with their family.
Hi, Jeff Roush for Tom Roush Mazda, and I picked out a deal or two that will be sure to catch someone's eye in your family.
Like the 2018 Mazda CX-5, 2.39% for 60 months, or lease for $225 per month. The 2018 Mazda CX-9, 1.9% for 60 months, or lease for only $335 a month. All vehicles only $24.99 due at signing, plus tax, title, and documentation and first payment.
Drop by at TomRoushMazda.com or come see us in Westfield on David Brown Drive at 169th and 31 in Westfield. The Pussycat on Price.
Hoosier fans, it's Indiana basketball time. IU Basketball Mini Series tickets are now available in 6-game or 3-game ticket packages, as well as individual games. This is your chance to check out the Hoosiers inside beautiful Simon Scott Assembly Hall. For more information, call or text 812-855-4006 or visit IUHoosiers.com. Go IU.
Hey, Dan Doggett here. Firehouse Subs was founded by firemen, and they've seen to it that every sub can make a difference. You better believe they're also going to make their subs so good you can tell a difference with every bite. Try the famous hook and ladder with smoked turkey breast, Virginia honey ham, and melted provolone. One bite, and you will be hooked. Every sub at Firehouse Subs is made to order and piled high with freshly sliced meats and delicious cheeses you crave. Order at FirehouseSubs.com or on the Firehouse Subs app. It'll be hot and ready to go. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Chronic headaches, constant sinus infections, pain and pressure. The fatigue was overwhelming.
That's Karen. She suffered for years with chronic sinus infections. She'd go to urgent care, see her doctor.
And we would do the same thing. Steroids, antibiotics, nasal sprays.
Now, her issues are gone. How? A minimally invasive procedure done in the office of Indianapolis Sinus Center called balloon sinuplasty.
Now my sinus cavities are open. You can breathe on a constant basis and not get sinus infections. I don't get headaches anymore. I don't take naps anymore. I'm like, oh, this is miraculous.
Do you suffer with chronic sinus infections, facial pain, pressure? Is it difficult to breathe through your nose? Find out if balloon sinuplasty is the solution for you. Set an appointment today with the Indianapolis Sinus Center. Call 317-528-9650. 317-528-9650. That's 317-528-9650.
Hey, it's Dan Doggett here for Body Sculpt RX. Look, very simple. Very, very simple. I needed to lose weight. You guys that have listened to this show know I've gone through everything trying. I couldn't do it. Well, I went to Body Sculpt RX. You've heard Kyle and I talking about it. Thanks to our health transformation program guided by the lovely Maria at Body Sculpt RX. We're feeling amazing. I am. And as a registered nurse, Maria has been with us every step of the way. The program has been easier, way easier than expected. I have more energy. I'm sleeping better, better digestion. Best part, we've dropped a combined 37 pounds and double digits in inches. Body Sculpt RX is now open. So I'm going back up there to get the cool sculpting. Check them out. BodySculptRx.com. You'll love it.
Geico Sales Associates have the potential of earning up to $5,000 in additional monthly sales incentives. No cold calling, paid training, no insurance experience needed. Visit geico.job/Indy to apply. Do you work in retail sales with terrible benefits? Get out of retail, get into Geico. 6 paid holidays and 4 floating holidays per year, and if you do work a holiday, get paid double time and a half. Visit geico.job/Indy to apply.
Dane Cook.
Girls type fast.
Known for his cutting-edge material.
You're 4 sentences in, and then she sends like, wow.
That pushes the envelope.
Nobody's browser history should be clear.
The Tell It Like It Is tour.
If you go on a girl browser, it should be like Pinterest, WebMD, Pinterest. Guy browser, clear.
Dane Cook. Muron Theater at Old National Center, Saturday, April 6th. Get tickets now at the venue box office and Ticketmaster.com. Check more at DaneCook.com.
Colts' final home game against the Giants this weekend. BullseyeEventGroup.com. All you can eat, all you can drink. Get tickets to the game and parking too with a combo deal. BullseyeEventGroup.com now.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like B&W Plumbing and Heating? Well, find that American Standard dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
This is Indy Sports Center. WFNI, WIBC, HD2, W298BB, W228CX, Indianapolis. It's the morning after featuring Jeff Saturday. Everything you need to know about the Colts game the day before. Only on FM 107.5 at 1070 The Fan.
Tennessee with the basketball, holding on to it, down to 13, down to 12, still holding on, now dribbles it, takes it left, gives it up to Devontae Green, down to 5, Devontae looking for Romeo, finally throws it to Rob Finney for a long bomb. Oh! It went in! And Indiana wins the ball game as Rob Finney hits about a 30-foot shot. They're going to check the monitor to see whether or not time had run out.
Ah, that was good. That was really, 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 really good. What the hell's Keith Smart doing in the locker room? Get out of the locker room for him. Let these guys enjoy. Jeez. Brian, what do you got?
Dan, great time to be a Hoosier. Great time to be living in Indiana. Got a question for you on Juwan Morgan. At some point this year, do you think we may have to limit his minutes just a little bit?
Well, what is we? What the hell are you doing about his minutes?
As a fan, as a family.
You ain't in the family.
I'm wearing a Hoosier sweatshirt right now.
I don't care what you're wearing. You there at practice at 5 in the morning, you getting your ass busted when you lose? No. So stop with the family, stop with all that crap, and stop with the stupidity. A guy can't play 40 minutes in a game? What? Was he 80 years old?
Well, no, I'd say he's probably in his prime right now.
There you go. So why would we need to limit his minute? What are you going to go down on the bench and limit his minutes? Who the hell's we?
If they would let me.
Yeah, they won't because you haven't worked hard enough to earn it. So who's we?
That's true.
Goodbye.
That's true.
Get off my line. Get off. Just don't be an idiot. Don't come with the we and us and the family. You ain't a part of no family. Ain't no family. Unless you're there at 5 in the morning, I don't want to hear it. You're a hanger-on. I get it. What do you got, Tim? Stop with the family crap. Jeez.
Hey, Dan,
I'm wearing a Hoosier sweater right now. What do you got?
This just came to me. Do you think people call your show intentionally?
Yes.
I mean, to hear themselves talk? Okay, they have to.
That guy had to, literally had to.
Yeah.
Had
I'm
to.
a family. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Did he not just hear what you said? Oh,
that's why he did it. And I get it. I know the reaction he wanted, so I gave it to him, Tim. Like, I don't care whether fans say us and them. I really don't. But I know people expect me to say it now. You know what I mean? So I give it to him.
Well, what was that guy's name that said you were a narc?
Oh, Billy Sego. I'm a narc.
Okay, so Billy, I'd have a question for Billy. First of all, Kelvin Sampson is about the worst human being on earth in my mind. And
hold on. He's number one coaching division. Dave Bliss. Dave Bliss is number one coaching division. Kelvin Sampson, top 5.
Okay, top 5. For the sake of argument, let's say, you know what? Well, even if you did do that, would that have been a bad thing? Hell, I would have done it if I had the text.
I wouldn't have. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just not my style. I mean, it's not. To me, it's not my style. But you know what? If it's people's style, it's people's style. And to the tape, Billy, there are certain. Look, all right, Tim. If you want to be honest, there are guys that when they tweet me, I know what's coming. You know what I mean? So I either so. I know, and I laugh, and guy, there are certain people that I know when they call. Like we had this one guy, Racist Aaron. We called him Racist Aaron because every white guy was awful, right? Peyton Manning was a golden child. So Kyle used to put up here, Aaron, not Racist Aaron, on the thing. So we know, and I give him all we got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I probably got too much integrity too to do that, but
you wouldn't. You would.
I did want to say I do listen every day.
Appreciate you.
I love it. So keep it up.
My pleasure. Absolutely my pleasure. 317-239-1070 is the number. Dan at 1070thefan.com. I knew where that guy wanted, and I gave it to him. What are you talking about? And it's true. Like, look, everybody's cool to IU fans. We're all cool. But when you start talking about to an IU player, it's like, all right, were you there at 5 in the morning when, I don't know, when night was killing me? I don't know. It's just one of them deals. You know what I mean? I mean, if you were, then great. That's why I always include managers. That's why I include coaches. Hey, my fat ass had to get up when we lost to Purdue for the Big Ten title when Calvert and them were there. I had to get up. I had to get my, so if you were up and you were at that practice, Garl certainly included. But if not, then, hey, that's cool. That's all right. Your fans, great. Everybody's cool to fans. But don't start going, when are we going to limit Juwan Morgan's minutes? Who's we? Unless you're in a damn film session till 2 in the afternoon or 2 in the morning, stop with the we. And the dude he's only 19, 22 years old. He's 21 years old. Limit his minutes. Yeesh. We did. We had Racist Aaron because every white guy was awful. His brother used to call. I think his brother passed away, unfortunately. I liked his brother, but Racist Aaron would call the talk shows around here. He just – every white guy was a mess. Like, Peyton couldn't play. This guy couldn't play. I want to talk Colts because I love that game yesterday. The best juice that I've heard in that stadium over the last few years was yesterday. And a lot of it was, I don't know, what do we have, 15, 20,000 fans there from Dallas? When they got their first down, man, that place was jumping. All right, we'll go back. What do you got, Mike, talking about Romeo Langford? What do you got?
All right, watching that game, I didn't think Romeo played all that great. I know he's getting a lot of hype. But there was a couple plays in that game where I felt like he was really slacking. Took some dumb shots and then go down and got beat by his guy and wound up having some pretty good layups for Butler, I guess. And then obviously there's a couple points in there where him and Morgan obviously weren't on the same page. I was just curious of what your take was, or if I'm just seeing something that's not there, or what. No,
I think he's a shoe guy. I don't think he's a player for Indiana yet. I think he's a shoe guy. I think he's a reputation guy. I think he's I'm going to go score, and I'm going to give you just enough. But I don't think he's totally immersed into both ends. And, it's tough because, let's be honest, the dude had a press conference where adult men were sitting there in Indiana clothes listening to some dime store preacher get him to chant character. Now, think about that. Think about how that would affect you as an 18-year-old. I would look at these guys like, man, these guys are idiots. And then number two, you couldn't help but get a sense of yourself. There will be a time, because I think Archie's probably a good enough coach, where he demands that Langford immerse himself. And tonight on Inside IU Basketball, I guarantee you, Archie will talk about how much Langford has immersed himself, because that's what you have to do to recruit another one like Langford. But you're spot on with what you see. He's just giving it about a cursory effort. He can score. He goes hard occasionally. You can see how good he could be if he went really hard all the time, Mike. You're seeing what you're seeing is accurate. I'll put it that way.
Yes, I agree. I'd like to see some of that effort that, like I thought McRoberts, he gives it 110% on that defensive end.
Yes or no, but McRoberts is only asked to do that. I mean, that's all he's got to do. You know, I mean, he doesn't have to go play defense, rebound, go score 20 a night for people to be happy. So McRoberts' deal's a little – he's a walk-on trying to prove himself. It's a big much different.
Yeah, but the effort is what I like.
Yeah, I mean, of course you do, because he's a white guy from Indiana, and that's what all you guys like. Appreciate you. See you. It's all guys like. Oh, McRoberts, he's a walk-on. I mean, what? I mean, honest to God, McRoberts? I mean, I'll give if you want to say Juwan Morgan, but McRoberts a nice player and a nice kid, but damn, he's a walk-on. You know what I mean? Like, man, I'd like seeing him play like McGraw. Okay, score 4 points a game, not be able to shoot. All right. It's the effort. Hey, look, Langford's asked to do a lot. There are piano players and there are piano carriers, the great Oscar Schmidt said. So Billy Sago, that's completely your style, and why you called the NCAA on West Virginia the week or two you spent. Again, wrong again. Never spoke to the NCAA until they called me. And then I wouldn't give them anything. So, Billy Sago. McRoberts. Got to give him McRoberts. Keep them coming, Billy. I love it. I can do this all night. What do you got, Lou?
Yeah, Coach, you see things I don't see. I kind of question Butler's offense in the last couple minutes of the ball game. It seemed like most of the game they had worked it, getting the ball to McDermott and Jorgensen, for stepping into outside shots, and it just seemed like Baldwin did way too much dribbling.
Yeah, I agree.
There at the end of the ball game.
I agree. There's a theory in basketball, Lou, modern day basketball, where you get the ball to your best player and let him go, and that's because you saw the last play when Indiana could not get the basketball to Langford. So I think that Baldwin, when he made the drive going to his right hand, the ball swung a little bit, and then I think he lost earlier, and then after he lost his mind dribbling too much. And I agree. I think that that's something you can still get the ball at the end, but you got to move through a bunch of things. Blue, I think you're absolutely right. I do, and that was a problem. Really big, really big.
So too. Yeah. It was a shame. Right at the end of the game, they played so well.
They played great
from the perimeter. Yeah, so
that'll make you. Hey, that's why coaches drink, Lou. That's why coaches drink, man. That's it.
And some fans.
Yeah, right. No doubt about it. What do you got, Mac?
Dan.
Mac.
Yeah, Dan. Great comeback victory. Dan Dockich and Uwe Blob. Could you shed some light on that? You guys are 17 down to Minnesota. You guys stormed back.
Ooh, greatest game in the history of Assembly Hall, I'll say. No shot clock, no three-point line. I think I hit Uwe for a little jumper to win the game. Oh, yeah. They could have stopped Tommy Davis. Oh, that was
Tommy Davis.
Tommy Davis hit 15 of 16. Look it up. And I'll never forget this because we used to talk about it. In fact, I talked to Tommy when we graduated. He made 15 of 16 against us. Swear to God, the one he missed was a wide-open jump shot from the top of the key, and he airballed it. Swear to God. Now, I may be off on that, but I ain't too far off. That was a fun day. Oof carried me off the floor. We were down 17 with about 6 to go. No shot clock, no three-point line. Came back and won. That was a fun day. I remember that one. And we had a hell of a party that night. We had an unbelievable party that night.
That has to be a classic, Dan.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. I was thinking, where the hell are you going with this? But now I know. Thank you. Hey, John, what do you got?
Hey, Dan. Good to talk to you.
Thanks
for taking my call.
Thank you.
Want to talk about Langford just a little bit.
Yeah.
He was so great and had it so easy in high school. Do you think that's affecting how he plays his college game?
I think
going about 2/3 because that's what we had to do in high school.
Yeah, I mean, but there's a lot of guys had to do. But yeah, listen to this. There's an article right now in the Atlantic, a visit to the courts that helped create Romeo Langford, and it's named after him. Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about you're 18 years old, and people have lost their minds so big with you that they name a court after you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Another question. Do you think the NBA scouts are seeing what you're seeing as far as his effort on the floor?
I think they absolutely. I was just going to say that. Yeah, John. I think they absolutely do. Yeah. But that was that will be seen. And the thing about Romeo is he's going to grade out great as a kid. He's going to grade out great as a athlete, and he's going to be a top 10 draft choice.
Yeah.
Regardless, doesn't even matter. Truthfully.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for calling to me, Dan. Have a good show.
You got it, man. Hey, Vince, what do you got?
Hey, Dan. Hey, I love your stories about the off-court stuff at IU back in the day.
Yeah?
But
yeah,
anyhow,
it's good stuff.
Hell yeah, it is. But anyhow, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Notre Dame-Purdue game. It was terrible when Fluger went out with the knee. Yeah, it's got to hurt the Irish. But talk about their two big men in a Mooney and Harvey. I thought they played pretty well.
I love DJ Harvey. I think DJ Harvey's an old-school shot maker. Mooney's gotten really good. Mooney played great in a couple games that I did, Vince, of theirs last year. And I thought that at the end of the day, Notre Dame got much better. And they got much better the second half against UCLA. And Mooney was a big part of that. And it didn't surprise me that he played well, and it's sad about Fluger because Fluger does everything. What surprised me in that game, Vince, was that I think it was the best half of basketball they played, at least what I've seen this year, and Purdue really had no answer. So
yeah, I gotta agree with you there.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see. Dan Dockage from Granville. Hi, Narc. You are bald, and you try to make up for it by being a fake elitist. You were trash at IU. You are fake news. All right, there you go. What do you got, Mike?
Hey, Dan. I called a couple weeks ago and asked you if the Colts were making the playoffs, and you said call back after they win a couple.
Yes.
So I want to get your opinion now.
I think they're very good. I don't know. The problem with the playoffs is you're going to have to rely on somebody else losing, and I hate that. You know what I mean?
I think Steelers and Ravens both lose this week.
What's that?
I said I agree with that, but I think the Steelers and the Ravens both lose this week.
Yeah, we thought that last week, and I've thought the Ravens the last 2 weeks. Appreciate your phone call. Dan, the entire team thought you narked Sampson. You had 3 NBA players and went 0-2. Never seen players not want to play a game for a coach. I agree. Or a coach not want to coach them. Why the hell do you think I want to coach those guys at Indiana in 08? You guys act like the players didn't want to play. Hell, I didn't want to coach them. The hell I want to be around drug addicts and pimps for? Hey, look, get mad at me all you want for coaching, but don't the narking thing just ain't happening, bro. I mean, I'll tell you if I did. I'd tell you point blank. What do I care? Why do I care if anybody thinks good, bad, happy, or sad about me? I'm 100 years old. The world moves forward. What do I care? Dan. Care about. I'm mad at you. Okay. Hey, Dan, I listen every day from northern Minnesota. I know that I myself am happy with the Colts players and coaches, what they have done in their record, despite if the wins come. Just curious if you feel the same. Oh, I think they've been great. Look, let's be honest. Let's be totally honest. Only we saw this coming because we told you about the esprit de corps. I did not think they would lose some of the games they lost, though. And to have the perseverance and the resilience to do what they're doing is fantastic. And I think if they can get into playoffs, I think they'll play well. I don't think anybody's afraid to play the Colts like the local yokels are telling you here, but I think they'll play well. Jeff, what do you got?
Yeah, Coach, thanks for taking my call. I've been wondering if you and Uwe ever thought about writing a book about your years with Knight.
You know, I'm not, like all these guys that like Jadlow and Neil Reed, they were dissatisfied with their lives at Indiana. I love being at Indiana. And if I wrote a book, truthfully, it would have to hurt people. Like nobody's going to read a book that I write about, hey, I played for Coach Knight and, on December 3rd, we set 3 down screens and beat Florida or whatever. Right. They're going to want to hear about all the crap, which I got a bunch, but I just don't want to hurt people. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just don't want to, Well,
I crack up every time I hear you tell about you and Uwe getting naked and drinking after a hard practice.
Oh, let me tell you something. When we in the summer went and worked out, we worked. And we came home, and he lived in Fountain Park, and I didn't want to rent anything in the summer, so I just put a couch, or I put a mattress on the floor in his living room. We would literally take off our clothes, go swimming, and then have a beer. He would sit on one end, I'd sit on the other, naked. And I swear to God, if you knocked on the door, we just said, "Come on in, man." He did not care, man. Did not care.
Great.
Yeah. That would be part of a book, but the other stuff I'd have to talk about people, and I just can't do. That's for Jadlow, and that's for Neil Reed's people. That's not for me.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Thanks, man. Be fun, though. Mike Davis, Dan Dockage is such a boom to people. Why do you keep this rude ass on the air? Because it's entertaining, Mike. And every time I look at guys that get mad about it, I always have them blocked. It's entertaining as hell. It's the best. I think I'm going to go to Nashville on the 30th and watch the game. How far is Nashville from here? It's like 4 hours, right? You get the I want to go. I'm going to hit Ballard up for tickets. I'll pay. Anybody got good tickets in Nashville? So why broadcast your appreciation of it if you don't want publicly acknowledged? What are you talking about? Another moron. All these guys with no followers. What is these? All these accounts? Hey, Dan, I don't agree with everything you say, but truly there are no call for attack. Some little wimpy-ass guy booed me in a bar. I'm walking out with my daughter and her friend. I hear everybody, hey, Coach, how you doing, Doc? Hey, man, love the show. And I hear, boo. I turned around. Guess what he looked like? Little guy with a beard. I think he had his wang out, too. I'm not sure. Couldn't tell. Don't boo me in a bar. Buy me a beer. You'll sit down and you realize I'm one of the all-time greatest guys you've ever hung with. I'll tell you stories. The hell? It's funny. People act like, man, I got a bunch of emails now. I watched that 08 team. They didn't want to play for you. You got 3 emails now. Well, I didn't want to coach them. And hell, I knew I was getting $200K the next year anyway. What did I care for? What did I care if we won or lost? Once we lost to Penn State, I knew I wasn't a coach. I wasn't sweating this stuff. The hell did I care? You guys act like this is like a dream job. Dream job, I've told you, and I will continue to tell you, the dream job is press secretary to the President of the United States. And I don't care which president. Doesn't have to be Trump. It can be a Democrat. It can be whatever. Mike Davis, at @rack_DM. Appreciate you listening, brah. We'll be back with some phone calls. We'll continue the conversation. This is a great day. You can't ruin my day by ripping me. I'm having too good of a day.
Colts' final home game against the Giants this weekend. BullseyeEventGroup.com. All you can eat, all you can drink. Get tickets to the game and parking too with a combo deal. BullseyeEventGroup.com now.
At Huntington, we're always looking out for you. So when business owners told us it can be tough to stay on top of their finances, we invented the real-time robot.
Hello, Dale. You currently have $11,317 in your business account.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, real-time robot.
Update. You have $11,316 in your account. Employee Brenda bought a pen.
Okay, thanks. You don't have to update me on everything.
Update. Employee Brenda bought a stapler.
Yeah, see, that's something I really don't need to...
Update. And staples.
No.
So we simplified. Presenting the Huntington Hub, our online and mobile banking platform that analyzes your spending and forecasts your cash flow, so you know where your business stands today and how to plan for tomorrow. It's just one more way we're looking out for you. Huntington, welcome. Member FDIC.
So, Susan, what are you going to buy Tom for Christmas?
Oh, Linda, I can't even think about that right now.
Why not?
Well, we haven't been intimate in months, and before, it only lasted a minute or two. I'm at the end of my rope.
Has he tried the Indianapolis Men's Clinic?
No, what's that?
Oh my gosh, they treat premature issues or erectile dysfunction issues, and the visit only took about 90 minutes. Their treatment helped Jim last an hour. He couldn't do that when we were 20. Our sex life is incredible. And in fact, I even baked the guys at the clinic a cake. They discovered that he had low testosterone and are treating his low T. And he really is a changed man. Everything is wonderful.
This sounds amazing. I'm going to send Tom. Do you happen to have their number?
317-999-9000. Got it? 317-999-9000. Jim went online and made an appointment at IndyMen'sClinic.com. I'm telling you, Susan, it changed our lives.
$99 office visit special. Call 317-999-9000, 999-9000, or IndyMen'sClinic.com.
Hey, Howald Heating and Air really is a one of a kind, and I love working with him. Larry Howald did a survey with his customers. Nearly 95% are very satisfied with their service and would refer Howald to their family or friends. That's me. I have no hesitation telling you or anybody else that the weather is here to stay. You deserve to be comfy. You deserve to be cozy, and Howald is the place. Call Howald Heating and Air right now if you have any problems, or you just want a tune-up at 317-255-4328. That's 317-255-HEAT. You know, if you're uncomfortable or you need a furnace, you got to turn to the experts. You cannot go to amateurs. They will find a cachet of Carrier furnaces like you've never seen before. That means when I call Howald in the future for new heating and cooling, I know their focus is on me and making sure I'm satisfied. Cold house, call Howald. They'll whip it up and have you warm and cozy in no time. HowaldHeatingandAir.com. Remember, at Howald Heating and Air, coming home never felt so good. And if you get a chance, stop in, say hello, man. Say hello. Why not? Howald Heating and Air.
Are you a successful customer service professional with a tremendous amount of empathy? Then you're perfect for a career as a claims representative at GEICO. You receive paid training and amazing benefits. Visit geico.jobs/Indy to apply. GEICO is looking for people with a passion for helping others. As an emergency roadside service representative, you assist our policyholders by dispatching help when they have problems with their vehicles. Great benefits, paid training. Visit geico.jobs/Indy to apply.
Hey, this time of year, you're spending a lot of money using that card all the time. It's JMV for Forum Credit Union. How can you save this time of year? Well, get with Forum Credit Union and my friend Trevor Green. Smart ways to help pay for those extra holiday spending needs. Always genius, always original. It's Forum Credit Union. Ask for Trevor Green. Slide by a branch location today, or for more information, it is incredibly easy. Online, forumcu.com to ask for a personal loan option today.
At the corner of Main and Monon, above Carmel's only high-end steakhouse, sits a bar that's so relaxing and scenic you wish it was just your little secret. The atmosphere is inviting, the environment controlled both inside and out, and the chef-prepared shareables are just as exciting and fresh as the wonderful tasting cocktail that breathes a uniqueness one can only call innovative. Welcome to 3 Up, above Anthony's Chop House, with rooftop views of Carmel, including the growing wall, the perfect selfie spot, easy parking, and weekly entertainment. 3 Up, Main and Monon, Carmel.
This year, Hero.Loan personally paid over $85,000 worth of appraisals for our service members. You'll never pay for an appraisal at Hero.Loan.
Don't forget The Fan is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Like and follow The Fan for updates on all things Indy Sports Center.
Think you know Colts football?
57 yards.
But do you really know what's happening? It's not just football season. It's Venturi season.
This is Rick Venturi. I'll be breaking down the Colts play all season long on The Fan, presented by the District Tap, located on 82nd Street, just east of Keystone Crossing. 60 beers on tap and damn good food.
Catch the Coach with JMV Mondays, Wednesdays with Dan Takich, and Grady and Big Joe on Fridays. Presented each week by the District Tap. Dan Takich, weekdays noon till 3 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
The man is already at IU football. He's already there. Don't hit me with this stupidity about how some 4-star recruit from like Utah or somewhere is a boost to IU football. This guy, the man is already at IU football, and his name is Johnny Pabst. I mean, you can bring it. Remember last year, the Star, Doyle, and them were telling us how this kid from Arizona is the guy? And how'd that work out? His name is Johnny Pabst. Play Johnny Pabst and IU football have a chance instead of another cast-off. I mean, these guys at the Star, they try so hard to pander to you. I mean, they tried to take me out the other day with some idiotic article. Some guy named Vic included me. It's nonsensical. Come on. How does anybody know it's a boost? Boost like the guy Doyle and this guy Matt hyped last year? The man is there, and his name is Johnny Pabst. Free Johnny Pabst. Win bowl games. Paul, what do you got? I like it.
Hey, Dan. How you doing?
Good, buddy.
Hey, so you think IU's going to be in the top 10, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I was just going to tell you, it's so funny. Have you ever listened to yourself on the radio?
What's that?
I said, have you ever listened to yourself, like a recording of yourself on the radio?
All the time, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So do you ever notice how negative you are to everyone and calling them all kinds of names?
Yeah, because I'm here to change the world, Paul. I'm not here to be one of you guys. I'm here to call people out. I mean, when like one thing that I do, Paul, is this. If people come on the air and they say good, stuff that makes sense, I agree with it. We have a good conversation. If people come on the air and they say dumb things, then you got to call them out. That's what I do.
Right.
It's what I've always done.
So then you are agreeing with me then. That's a good thing.
What's that? What am I agreeing with you about?
That you just tear people down all the time.
That's not what I said. I mean, can you not listen, Paul? I didn't say I tear people down. I say if you come on the air and you say dumb things, I don't have patience for it.
You don't have to be on the air. People do send you Twitter things and you bash on their accounts.
Right.
I mean, it's like,
right.
I know that might make you feel better.
It doesn't. It makes me. It's not tearing anybody down. It's responding to an attack on me, which I was brought up to do. Now, Paul, I'm sorry, but you know what? If I wasn't like that, I would. My athletic ability said go play at Indiana Central. But I like that, so I was able to play at Indiana. I mean, I get soft little guys like you get upset. I get it. I do. I get it. But it's not tearing anybody down. It's ultimately helping the pathetic folks that need my help, Paul. That's exactly how the world works. Now, I'm sorry you don't get that, but that's what I do. And so I listen to myself after every show. Every show I listen. Well, and I got to tell you, there are times when I go, oh, that was a little hard. But no matter what I would say to you after your whiny ass called me, it would not be hard enough. Matt, there you go. Thanks for calling. And really, thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Matt, how are you? Welcome to the show. Whiny ass. I said from day one, don't be a whiny ass and call this show. I mean, this is not like, look, you guys are so, one second, Matt. You guys are so used to listening to the other guys on the radio here kiss your ass and tell you nothing. That's why this show is so popular with advertisers. That's why this show is so popular with real men. You guys are so used to these guys that just don't, real men don't want their ass kissed. Real men want to have a legit conversation. When you sit at a bar, you don't want to sit with somebody that just tells you what you want to hear. You want to have a conversation, and that to me is what sports talk is. Matt, how are you?
I'm doing well, Dan. Keep up the good work.
Thank you,
I won't
my
get
friend.
my feeling hurt like poor Paul there.
Yeah, poor Paul. He laughed, though. He laughed. Good for Paul. He laughed.
I will say I haven't heard the whole show today, so I hope you didn't touch on it already, but I'm sure there were some questionable calls there in the Colts game on Sunday.
It was ridiculous.
I was wondering, did we ever get any clarification specifically on that unsportsmanlike call against T.Y.? Because I went back and watched it 3 times, and I sure didn't see anything there.
I'm going to tell you something else. I'm going to tell you that at the end of the day, the officiating in the NFL is awful. Awful. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Terrible.
It seems like we're taking steps back. I mean, it's really starting to get outrageous, and I feel like they need to do something about it, but I don't know how it's getting worse as times progress, but it sure seems worse than the last 5 years.
It's terrible. I mean, it's absolutely horrendous how bad how about the push on Costanza as a block in the back? How about
That's
that?
Where I was going to go next. That guy completely pulled up.
Oh my God!
Costanza rolled him. He might as well have just fell down, but it doesn't get much worse than that. I don't understand.
Matt, let me tell you how I felt later on in the game. Now, this is wrong. It's probably wrong because the Colts were winning, right? But I swear to God, Matt, or I swear, even when a call went against the Cowboys, I wanted to stick the thing up their backside. I wanted the referees, even when it went against the Cowboys, I wanted them to take the yellow handkerchief and stick it right up their own ass, if you want to know the truth. I did.
I agree.
I got tired of it. Appreciate you. Thank you.
The call, man.
All right, buddy. Let's see. Ken, how are you?
How you doing, Dan? Hey, there's no doubt in my mind that you listen to yourself on the radio because you're just like me. You like listening to greatness. So
right.
I totally believe that, but I just want to call up and tell you that you're going to have a tool bag every once in a while that calls up and cries, you know. But that's just life.
That's like part of the show.
Man. Absolutely.
That's part of the show.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it is. So, you know. It's just part of the world that we live in, man, and it ain't no problem for me. Appreciate you, Ken. Thank you, John. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, your harsh words they've hurt my feelings, and you're so harsh. I'm 53 years old, and I'm going to need therapy now.
We both are.
I love your show because you take no prisoners and you just lay it out there. Love it.
Look, I'm nice to. It's like this. Like, can you imagine sitting in a bar with Doyle and Doyle's telling you, "Oh, everything's great. The Colts are awesome. I really love Archie. I think Romeo Langford's the greatest player." That's how Doyle writes, right? Well, you know, I'd say, hey, look, yeah, he's a good player, but damn, you got to guard somebody. And you and I would have a conversation. That's how I approach this show. I can't approach it like these guys around here that try to cater. You know what I mean?
Well, you're causing grown men to need therapy now.
Yes.
Your words are.
That's how we roll. They're so painful. They're painful. Charles, how are you? Thank you for the phone call.
Hey, Dan. First of all, I just want to say something real quick about Paul. Paul, I'm sure, was that same guy that his child plays on a sports team when he's about 14 or 15, and pardon my French, but gets pissed off when his child doesn't get a participation trophy.
Right.
Because Paul was the same guy that got smacked on the rear end in the bathroom and got thrown in the towel cart in high school. Just saying, Paul. That's probably what happened to you. But, Dan, I love your show. I listen to it. It gets me by. I drive everywhere all day. And, man, you do a great job on it. And 100% agree with Romeo Langford. He'll see. By next year, he'll step it up. I mean, the kid's got to get a little bit of fire underneath his rear end, and somebody's got to stay on his toes. So, but good stuff, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's like, look, we're just sitting here like you would at a bar. And let me put it this way. Like you would at a bar on the South Side, Not one of these, martini bars. I'm talking about a bar. I'm talking about Milan's Tap, right? I'm talking about George's. I'm talking about a South Side bar, or, in Indy or in Bloomington, if you go to the Alley Bar, which I'm not telling you about the Alley Bar. I got Matty Galengst. The Star is hyping the Star is hyping this new kid coming from Utah to play football at IU as a boost. Like, damn. I remember last year at this time, Doyle writes this big article about how this guy, do any media guys ever say, look, we were wrong? I do. I was dead wrong on Jeff Brom. Free Johnny Pabst. Free Johnny Pabst is all I got to say. Indiana decides to play Johnny Pabst, then I'll tell you what. Then Indiana's going to win some games. You can take all that Leo crap. You can take all that, whatever, and talk to me this next. Indiana basketball, Indiana football, freeze a guy like Johnny Pabst, you'll win games. McRoberts is Johnny Pabst. McRoberts comes back, you win games. Indiana's 22nd in the next poll. I'm telling you, Indiana is going to be in the top 10 this year. I told you two things were going to happen this year. Number one, numero uno, Gonzaga would be the number one team in the country. They've lost two. They couldn't handle it. It's hard to handle. And the second thing I told you, no question, Indiana will touch the top 10 this year in basketball. And number three, if your team motto is Leo, you'll never have a football program worth a damn. Book it, Dano. We'll talk when we come back.
Colts' final home game against the Giants this weekend. BullseyeEventGroup.com. All you can eat, all you can drink. Get tickets to the game and parking too with a combo deal. BullseyeEventGroup.com now.
Guys, it has never been easier to get that perfect gift for her than right now at Diamonds Direct. 3 years, 0 interest financing on everything. Yep, on any purchase. You can spread your payments out over 3 years with 0 interest. Like a $3,000 diamond pendant she can wear anywhere for just $85 a month. Diamonds Direct's got your back, guys. We have the gifts that women love, and we love last-minute shoppers. Get her that home run gift that shows how much you love her. Details and store hours at DiamondsDirect.com.
Splurging on her this Christmas is easy at Diamonds Direct, because now for a limited time, you can spread your payments over 3 years with 0 interest, so you can afford to go big and show her how much she really means to you. Diamond earrings, pendants, bracelets, eternity bands, colored gemstone jewelry, best selection ever, guaranteed best prices, and now 3 years, 0 interest financing. All this plus 100% stress-free, risk-free shopping in a guy-friendly store. Diamonds Direct. On approved credit, open this Sunday.
Keystone at the Crossing.
Thank you. 2 words that hopefully be used a lot as we head into the peak of the holiday season. 2 words that have real meaning when spoken to one another. At Penske Chevrolet at 96th and Keystone Avenue, thank you is expressed with incredible deals. Jay Smith and Brett Rosie are going to finish off the year with GM employee pricing for everybody. You pay what a Penske employee pays on all in-stock 2018 models, and now the deal has been extended to select in-stock 2019 models. Penske is also offering 24-month, 10,000-mile-a-year leases on the 2019 Equinox. That's just $129 a month. 2019 Traverses are $279 a month, and the 2018 Malibu just $99 a month. You put up a little money up front and then drive away with a super low payment. See dealer for details. And Jace just added this to an email he sent me. I also want to offer a $200 Visa gift card for anyone who purchases any new 2018 or 2019 in-stock Chevy from now to the end of the year. Chevy, find new roads at Penske Chevrolet and at PenskeChevyIndy.com. Thank you and happy holidays.
When my hair gets all long and scraggly, I don't feel sure of myself. It's like I'm just a little, off. But after a haircut at Great Clips, I'm... me again. My 5 o'clock shadow arrives at 3:06. I can do that Elvis thing with my lower lip. And I can predict the future. In 1 second, some announcer guy will speak.
Get in, out, and back to greatness. Download the Great Clips online check-in app. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
So, you're a small business owner, but from where you sit, there's nothing small about it. What you provide could be provided by others, and if they're bigger, they have more capital and more employees. But what you have is the ability to adapt even at a moment's notice. Teltec, Indy's local phone service provider, has that same ability. You see, they can give you the service you need as you need it, whether you're a business of 100 or just one.
This is Teltec owner Troy Brassell. Voice over IP, VoIP, can be a solution for small businesses without giving up a feature-rich phone system. Let us at Teltec help you simplify and save with VoIP.
And unlike large impersonal phone service providers who can only provide their product, Teltec has the ability to choose from all carriers. Teltec can give you the ability to flip on service from another provider, and the business of you doing business keeps going. Teltec, matching local business with the service they need to compete with the larger companies at a smaller price.
Look at that guy.
Who is he?
Don't know. Would like to.
When you've got Hims, you've got confidence. No more worries about your performance, because Hims helps you connect with doctors online and makes it easy to get a prescription for a medication that treats ED. The same active ingredient as that little blue pill.
I don't know.
There's something about him.
Hims can ship your prescription right to your door at affordable prices. And right now, when you go to 4hims.com/cool, you can get a consult with a real doctor who can prescribe you a month's supply for just $5. With Hims, you can have access to the treatment you need and all the confidence in the world.
Is this seat taken?
Take it.
Stop worrying about ED, and now get a month's supply for just $5 through Hims. To learn more about getting your first order for $5, go to 4hims.com/cool. That's 4hims.com/cool. 4hims.com/COOL.
Selfless service is the guiding principle that drives Army National Guard soldiers to be always ready whenever disaster strikes. They are your next-door neighbors and your colleagues in schools, offices, and factories. To be a Guard soldier is to stand ready to serve at all times for family, for community, and for country. To learn more, log on to NationalGuard.com or contact an Army National Guard recruiter in your area.
Sponsored by the Indiana Army National Guard. Aired by the Indiana Broadcasters Association and this station.
Looking for that perfect holiday gift? Check out the Pacers' new 5-game holiday plan. You'll get tickets to see the defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors, the Boston Celtics, and the new-look Toronto Raptors.
Picks it up and sends a bounce pass into Sabonis, who lays it in.
Oh, boy. Plus, every plan includes a Pacers plaid flannel winter hat to keep you warm throughout the holiday season. Plans start as low as $25 per game. Check out seating options and all the details at pacers.com/holiday.
Pros in the know start with Lowe's to save on supplies they need most from the brands they trust to help get the job done, on time and on budget. Visit lowesforpros.com for details.
Coming up Tuesday, breaking down Monday night's Saints-Panthers matchup and what it means for the rest of the NFC. And a lot of people had high hopes for the Browns, but playoffs? Plus, the AFC road to the Super Bowl now goes through, I don't know, Golic and Wingo Tuesday. 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN2.
Dan Dakich, weekdays noon till 3 on FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan.
Oh, man, what a great day. What a great day. Matt Galenk says, well, the only thing that needs boost is your ratings. Well, I agree with that. Damn, do I agree with that. I do agree with that. BJ Arbuckle says, the only thing that could boost IU football is if us boosters started doing some late 80s Lou Henson, Eddie Sutton things. Probably wouldn't help. I've advocated cheating for a long time. If you're going to be serious about Indiana football and you're Fred Glass and you're going to leak to ESPN negative stories about your football program like they did that 30 for 30 on Wilson to kind of justify it, then you might as well just cheat. I mean, if you're going to leak stuff, then you might as well just cheat. There's no reason not to. Because how do you think all that stuff got to ESPN on that thing about Wilson? All of a sudden it just comes out. Look, if you don't care about an Indy Star article, you don't care, then just start cheating. I don't think – look, let me ask you a question. I should put this out for a poll question. Would Indiana University football fans care if Indiana University football cheated and won big? Serious business. Would Indiana cheat and winning be better than where they're at right now? I don't understand that, Lincoln. I don't know how Marquette is rated a few spots ahead of IU. That's idiot. Indiana killed Marquette. That game's still going on. It's 100. Would you care if Indiana football – now, basketball you did, and Indiana football fans are the best. They're the best. Indiana basketball fans. They did not want Sampson to cheat. They did not want it. All right? Media right now doesn't care. Nobody here in this town, Doyle or Galenst or Osterman or Kravitz reacted to that. Any of the articles where Indiana's involved. Nobody reacted. So the media doesn't care. Right? And I don't think fans would care if Indiana cheated and got to the Rose Bowl. I don't think you would. I don't think people in general care anymore if you cheat. I honestly don't. I think you don't want your university to look bad, but I think, look at what happened at Kansas, right? Kansas is going through all that stuff with a trial. This isn't just he said, she said, newspaper stuff. This is a trial. And guess what happened to Bill Self? Bill Self got an not extension, but a void of confidence. You know what I'm saying? The J Law says, I would care, not in favor of cheating one iota. Then why didn't anybody, if that's how IU fans feel, why didn't anybody ever pick up on a Kansas City Star article, even a little? I'm not saying IU's cheating. I'm just saying it was there in an article. I don't think they are. I don't know. I shouldn't say I don't know. I have no idea whether Indiana is or not. I don't. Dan, when Purdue was going through the Hope Hazel years, I always said cheat. Who cares if we lose a championship in 10 years? We would have one hell of a ride while we were winning. That's what I'm saying, John. This is what I'm asking. Is this typical or no? Among Purdue and among IU football fans? I don't know. I know this. I know Indiana's enjoying having Romeo Langford there. I know Indiana enjoyed the win. I know Purdue played and has a long way to go. I know Notre Dame played really well, best half of basketball I saw. And I know Butler played really well. And I know it was an incredibly fun game. And I know the Colts are a badass team. And I'll tell you this, I loved watching the Pacers yesterday. I thought watching the Pacers yesterday was really fun. And they were playing a bad team with a guy in Fizdale or Fizdall or whatever. The coach of the Knicks knows nothing. Like zero. Honest to God. I mean, it was unbelievable. Nate McMillan is doing a hell of a job. A hell of a job. I mean, a hell of a job. And you know what? The other guy had no idea what he was. And he's got bad players. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But, at the end of the day, that's just the way it is, man. I mean, to me anyway, when you look at this area and you look at who all is rolling, then you know what? You got to be excited. You got to be excited. I am. I'm very excited. Guys ask me, why don't you like the guy? I don't have respect for him. If you haven't been, look, I'm sorry. I don't have respect for him, but I don't care. I'm not getting into it. Is it typical? IU football has landed a top 10 running back, supposedly, and a top 10 national quarterback. Okay. All right. If you guys tell me that, then I'll buy it. Dan, I would not care in the least if IU cheated in football as long as they didn't get caught. Do you feel that way? That's a hell of a topic. I don't even know how we got on it. What a great weekend. We're going to continue. Tomorrow I got to go off on the referees. I got to go off on the referee. I have to. I do. I must. I absolutely must. I must go off on the referees tomorrow because I cannot stand them. That's it. So there you go. 317-239-1070. John's next. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
There's never an excuse for missing anything on The Fan. 1070 The Fan on connected devices and smart speakers. 1070thefan.com. 1070 The Fan app on iTunes and the Google Play Store. For a full list, go to 1070thefan.com/listen. Plus, you can listen to all the shows by subscribing to the podcast. Take us anywhere and everywhere you go. FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. Your home for indie sports.
Hey, it's Dan Doggett here for 2020 Indy. Go to 2020indy.com. That's right.